banger.
I'm like, yo, man, this is bullshit. And blah, blah, blah. He's like, hey, man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
Always thought of it like that, bro. Right now, you really fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Like, I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, what it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum. Because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? She wants to word of mama shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here. They do it Sunday morning.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit. Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Back in the building. What's going on, everyone?
The fucking Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi show. What's going on, everybody?
Yo,
how y'all fucking doing tonight? Yo, for real.
What's going on, everyone? We back. It's another episode. We live. It's Friday night, and we feeling aight.
Right.
So, but what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let's see who already in the chat. Who we got in the building? Yo, we got Normal Guy in the building. What's going on, Normal Guy? What's going on? What's going on?
Normal Guy is number one, like always.
Yo, facts. What's going on, Normal Guy? Oh wait, speaking of which, Normal Guy, how's your brother doing? How'd it go? How's everything, man? How's everything?
Word, yeah. I'm assuming you're on your way back. Are you still over there? Like, you probably showing your brother, like, look at these fools I've been watching.
This is facts. And if that's the case, what's going on, brother? Don't worry, we're not too much of a bad influence. Just un poquito. Just un poquito.
I mean, Ray's a bad influence. He's trying to get everybody pregnant.
Not everybody. Gotta leave some for the rest of you.
I mean, shit, the ugly one? There's another one around here.
Got him. I like this new burst.
The new burst?
Yeah, they updated the burst.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Shit. Yeah, so what was the same before we started? Oh yeah, so Kevin Owens coming out is just that ruined the tag team match that was happening with Lash Legend and this girl.
I guess so. I don't even got SmackDown in the background, so I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Owens came out when during the interview. And now we got Naomi versus Nia Jax for the title.
Well then.
Shit. But how was your day, Ray?
It's all good, man. Can't complain. Had to handle some things in the mañanas. Then it was just calm, cool, and collected, man. Just tried to celebrate, you know. Tried to celebrate as best as I could under the circumstances, you know.
Nah, I hear you.
But it was a good day. Getting ready because it's gonna be a busy weekend. So yeah, man.
I hear that they're still in Chicago.
Oh, are they? Nice. Yo, get you some deep dish pizza, my guy. Get you some deep dish pizza.
Shit.
Here comes Toe for the reasons why you should not get deep dish pizza.
Word. Yeah.
I bet.
But yeah, but a day like today is always tough, no matter how long it's been, far it's been, wide it's been. It's been.
Mm-hmm. And as I got put in the post, like my dad definitely was not he never liked celebrating his birthday. Like he was very like he didn't mind like if we did, but it was one of those like he wasn't like big on it. Like he didn't want to fucking throw a party or do like he just wanted to chill. He would cook, stuff like that. It's about it. Like he didn't want to do much.
Yeah.
But we always tried to make it special, you know, like we didn't just want it to be like, don't treat it like another day, you know?
I hear that.
Like
shit, because it is a special day, whether they want to treat it like that or not.
Definitely, man.
And my brother's the same way. He doesn't even want nobody to say happy birthday to him. I'm like, that's cool, but guess what? People are gonna say that shit when I'm around. Yeah, man. How's this month been treating you?
I am a fan of October just because I like the spooky season. So it's been good so far. It's been good so far. Like I said, this month is looking like it's gonna be somehow busy though, like crazy busy. Like I got the show tomorrow. I got the show next Friday, next Saturday. Yeah, it's then podcast galore, which apologies because of the podcast. I've been missing a few hours on this podcast on the network here. My schedule's to be going back to normal after next week, hopefully. My bad. I gotta promote all these shows, man. This is what happens.
It's all right because of you coming late, and he took the whole day off.
Yep.
And DJ.
Yep.
He said, "Fuck it."
Oh man. Shout out to Kenny though. He was in my chat a little while ago. He trying to pay PJ Savage to put me through a table. I'm like, God damn it. Why is everyone trying to get people to try to put me through a table? This is some bullshit.
Find somebody. I mean, we know that PJ Savage wants to put you through a table. That's his lifelong dream. That's like him wanting to square Martin.
Hey, why is that? Why are we searching for someone to put me through said table? Like that hurts. You know this, right? Like this isn't a fun thing to do.
Nah, it don't hurt.
Why don't you go through a table then if it don't hurt? Show me the way.
I would, but you're the professional wrestler here.
Fuck.
Yo, you wouldn't let Janai Kai kick me, so I can't let you not go through the table.
Wait, but I'm protecting you. Why can't you protect me?
I'm protecting you.
How? You're trying to get me to get put through a table.
Yeah, but you ain't no punk bitch.
I want to be though. Just so I don't have to go through the table. Got him. Wait, who the fuck got you?
Up top.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
He's coming now.
I got you.
Oh, there's another group.
Ah, fuck. Okay. God damn it.
Ray,
Why
give me
did I
your
not-
McDonald's or Chinese food.
What?
No more guy wants your Chinese food. Don't give me your
Oh.
cornbread.
I got no McDonald's or Chinese food.
That's
I
racist.
didn't have me some Wendy's today. So
No wonder.
I had Wendy's today, man. I wanted to try the new Krabby Patty.
How was that?
It's just they just put a sauce on a fucking Dave single. That's all it is. That's legit all it is.
I saw some with Dave single.
Basically,
I mean, with the way shit is now, that's the best effort we're gonna get. That's the best we're gonna get.
the Frosty wasn't bad though. I didn't get it. My mom did, but I tried it from hers, and I was like, "This wasn't bad." It's like the hint, the slightest hint of pineapple, but it's not a bad mix.
I thought it was like a sherbet.
Mm-mm. It is legit. Just it's almost like there's like pineapple sauce in it in a sense,
Oh,
but it's not bad. I would rather them bring back the creamsicle one though, because
Yeah.
that was bomb.
yeah.
Krabby Patty meal 10. Yeah, man, it's not what candy you eating? I'm eating Lifesaver gummies.
Figures. You want to be somebody's lifesaver gummy.
What? I like gummies, man.
Pineapple frosting. I don't know if that even sounds right, but yeah, that orange one was dope.
Yeah, the orange creamsicle. I like anything orange creamsicle, man. Like,
Yeah.
yo, Arby's used to have a creamsicle shake, bro. That shit was crack.
Oh, we didn't have Arby's in the hood.
I don't have it over here either. That one isn't 15 minutes away from me. That one I gotta go to Queens to go get fucking Arby's.
Sure.
Oh man. Somehow it'll still be 15 minutes away though from Kenny.
Yo, how I just killed somebody that one last game.
Really?
Yeah. He's tight.
Oh, that's why there was a crown. Okay, I was like, why was there a crown already? Goddamn.
Yeah, fucking.
Motherfucker. I had the Sherry's. Why the fuck did it kill me that quick?
How the hell did? You know what? Oh, there's someone around here.
Yeah, someone in a birthday, a Christmas present skin.
Yeah, I got the bitch. Got her in the ass.
Hey, good shit.
Yeah. I'm looking. Somebody around here.
Thank you, my guy. Much appreciated.
Yep.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I got no more. Oh, never mind.
There's definitely 2 more people here.
Yeah, I can see the feet. They're underneath us though.
Yep. They took the car.
Did you take a zip line yet or no?
Yeah, I already did I did the challenge. Tankaju. This burger place from Chicago, best burger to wait, what the hell? This burger place from Chicago, the burger tasted like trash. Oh damn.
Oh,
I thought he said it was the best burger. Then I see trash. I'm like, oh god damn.
I mean, it's Chicago. Who the hell do they think they are talking about they can make pizza? You know what I'm saying? Who do they think they kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
I don't know, man. I would still love to try Chicago deep dish from Chicago itself. Cause I feel like it gotta be better than fucking Uno's that we got here.
I don't eat pizza unless it's from a mom and pop shop. Like I'll have the Domino's or something like that, but well, I don't eat Domino's, but I'd rather I have the Pizza Hut, but it got to be with the wangs and things and
Yeah, all the extra.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta get the car, Ray. Get the car. They didn't get the car.
I think they. Oh no, there's one. There's one. I was gonna say I think they took the car.
But yeah, I'd rather like you get the cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, the cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon.
That's what we always get when we order Domino's. We end up getting all that extra shit.
Word. Okay.
Pizzas.
Shit, Raquel looking good, even though she getting asked for by Rhea right now.
They on SmackDown? Or are they showing the replay from?
Yeah, no, they're on SmackDown.
What the hell?
Because remember they're promoting the champion versus champion match.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rhea just big booted Nia.
Oh shit. I was gonna say, wait, what they doing on SmackDown?
They have 3 hours to cover.
Wait, do they?
Oh, no, I don't know.
I was gonna say 3 hours.
I'm just looking at Raquel.
I do not blame you. I do not blame you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Everybody's in the DMs looking at us, but ain't nobody in the chat. What's going on? Talk to us.
Yeah, facts. Let us know what y'all doing. What's up? It's Friday. What y'all plans? What y'all doing this weekend? What's going on? We got some stuff we're gonna discuss. Gigi gonna be in the building soon. Hopefully we have some more fun discussions with y'all. So we got some topics.
Word.
The episode is called Confession. So Toe got some stuff he wants to get off his chest.
That's right. These are my confessions.
Hey,
What it do? You what up, Chungus?
yo, what's going on? Waiting on this expensive ass Uber Eats. Bro, I bought a bottle earlier from Uber Eats. That shit fucking ran me. Man. The only reason I ordered the bottle from Uber Eats and didn't just go buy it was because I don't know where this liquor store was that had this one drink that my cousin wants. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna order this shit on there. I was like, this better be good because I've never tried this fucking alcohol before. That's called vodka.
Rodkeela.
No, vodka. So it's I don't know if they fucking actually mix vodka and tequila together, but we gonna find out. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you got the money for it.
Bro,
Down-
stop telling motherfuckers I got money like that.
I mean, shit. You can get something that's combined. The only thing I can afford is a free ice and the soda.
That's a combination right there. You get the ice and the soda. You mix it together. Boom. That's
Yeah, but the ice is free. You get the ice you pay for. I want that good ice. I want that bottled water ice.
Yo, you know what's fucked up? that they got me with that shit at Fogo once. They're like, "Oh, do you want the good this type? This is good water." And it was the fucking like the bottle that wasn't sparkling. I'm like, you know what? I'll pay the extra for the fucking bottled water.
Fuck
And my
that.
mom's looking at me like, what the fuck is the difference? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it tastes better. She's like, you spent an extra $6 for no fucking reason. I'm like,
Yep. You know why though, right?
why?
You got the money.
I don't.
Got the
If
money.
my
You
mom is
got the
yelling at me, you know I don't got the money.
shit.
Oh, I had the money to pay for it that day, but I'm just like, I don't have the money to be like fucking doing stupid shit like that.
You got the touch and the money.
Chungus facts. That's how it live. You know what's funny though? I will say somehow Coronas end up being cheaper when I ordered them from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, because some places they charge you the store price.
Yeah. So 7-Eleven be cheap for like beer. But when it comes to buying like an actual bottle fucking something, if you don't find deals, bro, you fucking paying double what it should be. Like shit. The last time I was in Jersey and we wanted to drink, so I was like, fuck it. I bought a nice bottle of Jack. I bought some Coronas. I bought 2 bottles of Coke. I think that shit ran me $100.
Yeah.
Which, bro, when we went to fucking Jersey, when we went to the shit for shows, that Jack and Coke did not run me more than $50, and that was for the huge bottle.
Yeah.
And I ordered the fucking mini bottle for us because we weren't all gonna be drinking like that.
Yo, not to cut you off, but
Yeah, okay.
they just showed that you get Bray Wyatt, the new Fiend, Toy Fiend, and Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy in the new download.
Nice, and that's all coming out on the 16th, right?
Yep, that is Tuesday.
Nice.
But shit, man. What up, Damien? Ray broke like Tyrese. Shit, he just talking about he broke.
Nah, but that's fucked up though, because Tyrese ain't broke either.
You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese just kept saying he's broke, but he's not broke. But nah, if I had
He was just
Tyrese
like, if
money,
you gonna touch me,
if
you
I
gotta
had
give me.
Tyrese money, I would not be saying I'm broke.
If you had racist money, you wouldn't be saying you're broke.
If I had Tyrese money,
Oh,
if I had Tyrese money, I would not be saying I'm broke.
about to say, what does racist money got to do with anything?
I didn't say racist. I said Tyrese. In the comment section down below, let me know if y'all heard if I said racist or Tyrese. I feel like I said Tyrese. WWE 2K24 free on PS Plus. Yeah, I saw. Unfortunately, I was one of the pendejos that bought the expensive ass edition of 2K. So yeah, it's I already bought it.
Yeah, but you get the free one now.
I guess.
Don't you want the free 2K?
No,
I gotta get
like,
PlayStation because they got free shit. They always get free shit.
Well, technically, it's not free because you're paying for PlayStation Plus.
How much is PlayStation Plus?
I think now it's $120 a year. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's not bad because I'm fucking. Well, every 3 months I'm paying $27.
It evens out, no? About the same shit. If I'm not mistaken. My ears heard Tyrese, my heart heard race. God damn it, Chungus.
You know what I'm saying?
Ray did say racist. I heard
That's
it
what I'm
loud.
saying.
God damn it, y'all suck.
Come on, Ray.
I said Tyrese.
You calling Tyrese a racist?
I'm not calling Tyrese a racist. I'm calling Tyrese a very smart businessman. Because my guy tried to plan out his whole interview with yo, did you watch his episode with Shannon Sharp?
No.
My guy legit interviewed himself.
Well, that's what happened. You gotta
like he legit planned out how he wanted Shannon Sharp to interview him. And then the fucked up thing is that there was supposed to be a part where there, I guess, we're supposed to edit out. And his editor said, "Nah, we're keeping this shit in there." Where he's legit telling him, "Hey, this is why I want you to act and say and ask me this, so it looks a certain way." And I'm like, why would they keep this in there?
Yo, get on the bus.
I'll be right there.
Get on the bus, go round and round.
All right, got him. God damn it! Could you die? There we go.
Get on the bus,
Oh
Ray.
no, no! Don't leave me.
I just hacked it, and there's nothing good on this shit.
I mean,
Unless you need a blue AR.
I do not.
Oh, there's the vest is over here. The vest is, I mean, the money shit.
But
Underground Railroad. Tyra Patrick. Yeah, man. Ray told me IG Tyrese hate kangaroos too. Yeah, no, I knew that from the beginning. Ray always hated the kangaroo.
I do not hate kangaroos.
Tell that shit to the kangaroo man.
Who's the kangaroo man?
See? You would know this. If you didn't hate kangaroos.
I don't know who the kangaroo man is. Oh wait, is that was that Adam Sandler and fucking Baby Daddy? I mean not Baby Daddy, fucking Big Daddy?
Nah, he was Scuba Steve.
Oh, okay.
Dang, see, you think everybody that does water looks the same?
I'm just asking because he fucking had the kangaroo song. You don't remember the kangaroo song?
I remember the kangaroo song, but shit.
I was just asking, did he also dress up as a kangaroo? I know he dressed up as Scuba Steve.
Do you?
I do.
Now I'm starting to question.
Yo, that scene when he says, I can wipe my own ass. That shit fucking heartbreaking, man.
Word.
I can wipe my own ass.
Yo, there's got to be another chest somewhere around here that's like hidden. You hear it, you see it, right?
Let me see.
There's got to be a hidden wall or something.
Nah, just one of these must have glitched.
Not every time we come here.
It must have glitched. Unless there's something out here. Nope.
They got them big ass claws and they too violent, always trying to kickbox somebody. That's how they show love. Not DIY and the Shoe Profits are fighting each other. Kevin Owens beating the shit out of Randy Orton.
Oh damn, he's going heel now fully?
Well, because Randy Orton tried to hold him back and then he elbowed Randy Orton and Randy Orton punched him in the face and
Okay.
I guess this is his get back.
I guess so. That's it, man.
See, Cody Rhodes always getting in between them.
Mm-hmm. Just because of Cody Rhodes' legacy didn't succeed.
Yep. Because Ted DiBiase was doing this thing. Man, they got the boots over here. I guess no one likes these boots.
I'd rather the jetpack. That's just me.
No, yeah, I'd rather have a jetpack also. Oh.
Yo. So the Unibeam doesn't do anything now.
Nope. Neither does Golden School SMGs.
Jesus. Give the kangaroos some fruit. They'll probably show you some.
Word.
We don't have kangaroos like that around us. You know where we can find a kangaroo?
Where?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Ain't nothing down under. Driving in a brand new Honda. Yo, do you watch The Masked Singer?
I used to a lot. I have not watched last season.
So The Masked Singer is just, I think it's week 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And they have these 3 guys. They're Buffalo.
Okay.
I swear to God, they're boys and men.
Oh, that would be dope.
I swear to God, they're boys and men.
That would be
They
dope.
they did the SmackDown thing, where you battle to see who survives to go to
Yeah.
the next round.
Yep.
They did that against the girl who sings the Dawson's Creek. I don't want to wait for my life to
Okay.
be
Yeah.
over.
I can
The
now
girl who
remember her
sings
name.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they beat her. But the song they sang, the way they did it with the harmonies and all that other shit,
Yeah. It had to be.
I was like, oh, that's boys and men. Instantly. Because before I was like, I don't know, that might not be them. But then when they did that, I was like, yep, that's boys and men. These are the greatest niggas in the world. This is the best rendition of this song I've ever heard. And I've only heard 15 seconds of this song.
Yo. Nah, they've had some amazing people on there. And then I'll give it to Masked Singer because they fucking let everyone know T-Pain can sing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, T-Pain really did his thing in the yo,
Next.
T-Pain and Gladys Knight. The minute they opened up their mouths, I was like, T-Pain, Gladys Knight, and Wayne Brady. The minute they opened up their mouths, like, you can't tell me that's somebody else. You cannot tell me that's somebody else.
Nah, yeah, that was it. The easiest one though on that fucking show was when they had Lil Wayne on there.
Oh yeah.
Because his voice, we could not disguise it at all.
Shit, I had there was a season where Faith Evans was on it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my brothers like, yo, it's either Faith Evans or Blue Cantrell. But then you listen to the clues,
Yeah.
like, nah, that's Faith Evans. That's Faith Evans.
Bro.
And I knew that's just like week 2.
Yeah.
And he's
The
like,
last
how do you
one
know?
I really got was the Neo season. That one I knew from a get-go. I was like, that's Neo.
Mm.
I was like, I knew it. Just the voice. Like, there's certain things about it that's like, yeah, it's Neo.
Yeah.
And then there's a few that's like, it's got to be this person. Like the time they had Jesse McCartney on there, when they had Pentatonics on there.
Yeah.
That one was pretty like self-explanatory because it's like, who else is gonna be this many members?
I mean, it could
And
have
they're doing
been
that capella.
you never know. Oh, my man disappeared on my.
I'm still mad that the season they had Daughtry on and he didn't win. I was like, Daughtry should have won this.
Who would he lost to? McCarthy?
I think it was to McCarthy. I think it was. With the Daughtry season, I knew it was him, but I was like, damn, how the hell he didn't win this? Yeah, it was going out, Krill.
Yo, what up, Chris? We on the forts.
Yeah, facts. Come through, my guy. Pentatonics, bro. Pentatonics are fucking dope.
Damn it! I didn't think this shit was. You had to hit another play. I thought I could hit anyway.
Do y'all think Punk retiring? Nah, not anytime soon.
He'll retire when he starts losing his fame. When people stop giving a shit about him, he's gonna either do something crazy or he's gonna retire. Oh, we can't talk to Stark fans no more?
I guess not.
That's racist. And, yo, normal guy said Ray. Hello.
What did you do, Ray?
What's going on, normal guy? What I do? What did I do?
You know what you did, Ray?
Don't know. I'm just having gummies, drinking me a little cerveza, and we playing Fort.
Shit, I know. My brother's excited to go see Terrified tomorrow.
Enjoy, my guy.
I'm actually like I don't want you to say nothing, but I'm actually like, I feel like this is gonna be a funny ass movie.
I will not
Me,
say
at
nothing
least.
because you just told me not to say no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here like, yeah, I'm anticipating this motherfucker just gonna do some crazy shit, and everybody like, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm just be sitting there like, this thing is crazy. But they really hyped for the first 5 minutes of this movie, man. Oh, there's a guy with a jetpack here somewhere.
But I don't know nothing. I live on the 5th floor. Watching that movie might make you sit. Nah, bro, definitely not that.
Nah, I don't get. I was born in the 80s. From the Bronx, apparently we see dead bodies every day, dude. People have asked me that. You're from the Bronx? Did you ever kill somebody? Oh yeah. Call me the pussy killer. All right, Ray. I don't know where this cocksucker is, but he's pissing me off.
My boy just texted me. I think you and I might be numb because of how we were just like desensitized to the movie yesterday.
I mean, shit. We just out here looking for booty.
Laugh my ass off. I'm gonna have to see it for myself. Heard it's mad sick, but again, people kind of soft now. They might think Tinkerbell's too violent.
Yo, Tinkerbell's crazy.
I will say this, and this is not a spoiler. This is just they showed the trailer for fucking Steamboat Willie. Yes, that's Steamboat Willie, aka Mickey Mouse. Where is he?
He's coming. He's on the.
Okay. Oh, it's two of them.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely. Okay, cool.
You always gotta love how the 3 shots gets me all the time.
Yep.
My man can shoot me in the head while I'm moving from 400 meters away with.
And cannons did nothing.
Yeah.
But bro, yo, they showed that trailer and I'm dying laughing. Cause I'm just like, they really made a horror Mickey Mouse movie. On top of making these fucking Winnie the Pooh horror movies. And
I didn't know
there's a Piglet horror movie. Yeah. And it looks pretty fucked up. Like it looks like a fucked up movie, but I was just dying laughing seeing Mickey Mouse kill motherfuckers.
Shit. I gotta see that shit. Yo, in the beginning of SmackDown,
Yeah.
Jimmy and Roman were out there. And he goes, "We the ones," and Jimmy's like, "I don't know, man. We need help. There's only one person I know that we can ask for help." And Roman goes, "No yeet."
Oh.
The whole crowd was like, "Yeet, yeet, yeet, yeet," and Roman was like, "No yeet."
Oh, come on, man. Yeet, yeet, yeet.
But Jimmy's wrestling solo now. I'm from the B-More suburbs, B-More number 2 deadliest city in the country right after St. Louis. It shouldn't be shocking, right? I mean,
You'll be all
the
right.
Bronx is his own country. I mean, it should. The first one made me laugh because of how low budget that shit was.
Yeah, bro, I rewatched both of them to get ready for this film. I shouldn't have rewatched the first one. Because watching the first one again, I'm like, no. My boy put it perfectly. The first one is almost like the indie film. Like, this is kind of what I want my movie to be. The second one is now we have money, now we can create the movie. This one, you will see what it is. Once y'all see it, then we could talk how much like.
Oh, there's a string bean banana over here.
But
The line. No, but yeah, bro. Part of me is like I'm pretty sure Jericho's gonna do horrible in this, and it's gonna be funny. I was laughing in the second one because of the mannerisms.
bro, the second one, the minute it got to that favorite scene of mine, the fucking salt and bleach on the wounds, I was dying. Also, now I finally remember the part that you were complaining about the him pulling her face off.
Yeah,
Bro, he just put bleach on her.
that don't mean nothing.
That's acid. That's burning your fucking face.
It's not acid. That's cleaning this fucker. She got rid of COVID in that motherfucker. She was a cleaning
All I'm
motherfucker
saying
there.
is, why the fuck was she still alive? That was the only thing that I'm like, well, how? After
Yeah.
all that, the fact that she's still able to say,
It's more believable that she stayed alive that whole time because I just lost 30 points of health and I didn't do nothing. I didn't get shot. I didn't get shot at. I didn't shoot nobody. I didn't jump nowhere.
I don't know, bro. That should just that was the only thing that got me. I was like,
Yep. There you go.
oh fuck.
Yo, the hand triggers is on this bitch's chest. No points popped up. There's a cat in there. Cat in the hat.
Gotcha.
There she goes. Oh shit.
Okay.
And WandaVision. So far, this match is a better brother versus brother match than the WrestleMania shit.
That's good, at least.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh. Don't tell me we gotta buy a whole nother game just to get those characters.
What characters?
Oh no. Okay. I was gonna say.
Well, what characters?
For the
Fiend?
Fiend and all that. Cause it's saying the Bray Wyatt edition. I'm like, wait a second. You mean to tell me we have to buy a whole nother game to get these motherfuckers? And nah, it's a pack.
Hell no. Hell
I
no.
was gonna say.
Nobody. If you buying the game again to get that, you bug.
I was like, bro, I'm not paying for a whole nother game.
Nah.
'Cause it's like they did that. You know, they did that shit for Bad Bunny, right? To get a exclusive Bad Bunny attire. That was the attire you got in 2K24. They did that with 2K23. You could buy the Bad Bunny edition.
Oh wait. You buy the Bad Bunny edition 2K23, you get an extra skin in 2024?
No. So in 2K23, they did the Bad Bunny edition.
Yeah.
So people were buying a whole nother version of 2K23 just to get that look of Bad Bunny. And guess what was the look he had in 2K24?
Same look.
That same fucking. So it's like, y'all could have just waited a few more months because they always do it when 2K24 is the next game's about to come out.
That's
So it's
crazy.
like, what's the fucking point?
That's stupid on them and it's stupid on fucking people that do it.
Facts.
That's why Lieutenant Dan says stupid is as stupid does.
Facts.
Yo, let me tell you something. They had a dude in Florida. It was on World Star that he was in a boat and they called him Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
I tell my boy, I said, yo, if you ever scream out Lieutenant Dan, the next words out your mouth better be ice cream. And I'm not even playing. Because that's disrespectful to Lieutenant Dan if you ain't got no ice cream. know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta be on some Lieutenant Dan ice cream. Serious, bro.
I'm sorry. It just sounds funny.
Serious shit.
I'm sorry.
You gonna make fun of fucking
I'm not making
Forrest.
fun of him. It's just funny.
Making fun of Forrest. My man.
Is it not funny?
Yo, he fucking represented his country in the Olympics against the Japs in fucking ping pong. Who else you know to do that? Who else you know was brave enough to fight him in the war and then ping pong him in the world?
Ping pong. That is what it is.
Shit. We gonna fucking make fun of Forrest.
My apologies.
Better not be fucking somebody's coming to you.
Right. No disrespect meant for Lieutenant Dan.
And Lieutenant Dan got ice cream.
Oh shit.
And you keep your fucking socks ready.
Nerd.
Nerd.
What happened?
You keep your socks dry. You don't want to fuck up your feet. Bubble gum. That's right. Don't fuck up your
Shrimp gumbo. Shrimp fricassee. Ray, you always disrespectful. How am I disrespectful? What the fuck did I do?
mad
What did I
disrespectful.
do?
Mad disrespectful.
I hope WWE brings back Bad Bunny soon. Maybe host WrestleMania. That would be dope.
Man,
I gotta go back to Puerto Rico. That's what they gotta do.
they can. They're Puerto Rican. Is in trouble for doing some stupid shit.
Oh shit! Nick Aldis says that he personally handpicked the team for Garza and Humberto to face. Ooh, could it finally be?
If it was
Are
me,
we gonna see the team from Detroit, Michigan?
if it was me,
Yeah.
I'd have put Jacqueline and Tori Wilson together. Just to fuck with y'all. Just to let you know.
But if you had the possibility to bring in the Motor City Machine Guns right now, would you not bring in the Motor City Machine Guns right now?
Not right now.
Why not right now?
Because right now, we need a hero.
Because when a hero comes along,
We need a hero in the view in the morning, the light. And he's gotta be fast, and he's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be larger than life. I need a hero. I need a hero that's gonna fight in the morning and night. And we gotta cut him, and we gotta cut her, because they should be impervious to knives. I need a hero. See?
every time I hear that
Motor
song,
City
I just
Machine
think
Guns
of Shrek.
Yo, it's funny. I think of Shrek too, and my brother's like, "Yo, that shit came out in Footloose." I said, "Ah,
I think of Shrek.
yeah." I mean, did they wrestle in Footloose?
They
They
didn't
wrestled in
wrestle
Shrek.
They wrestled in Shrek, man. Shrek is a awesome professional wrestler.
I don't know why I thought you would say Shrek is a pervert.
He might be. I don't know, but I know he's a professional wrestler.
What you mean you don't know?
I don't know, man. You don't know what he be doing?
I know what he be doing. He's like an onion. He got layers, bro. Can't just fucking what? Now he's a rapist.
I
That's
didn't
messed
say
up.
he was a rapist.
But you ain't acknowledge his onions.
Oh man, stripper grits, fried shrimp, steamed shrimp, butterfly shrimp,
Word,
coconut
shrimp.
shrimp bisque, shrimp etouffee, shrimp chowder, shrimp pasta, shrimp po' boy, shrimp casserole, shrimp fried rice.
Gumbo shrimp.
You mean tell me your shrimp fried this rice?
My shrimp fried what rice?
Wait, did I forget to fucking put that? Oh no, it's there. I was gonna say I better have the fucking emote. Fuck happened. Papa.
Nah, Donkey's a pervert. I mean, shit.
Nah, Donkey fucking he fucked a dragon. We leave him
Shit.
alone. Donkey somehow was able to fucking get that.
Listen, man. I ain't mad at him.
Donkey did his thing.
I fucking I tagged the main character from Terrified 2 in the tips of the day
Did you?
and in the clip. She didn't like it or nothing, but she could get it. I'm gonna let her know. I'm gonna send her mad. I'm gonna send her mad. It's a boy cards
Why?
because we about to get her pregnant.
Oh Jesus!
That's
About to
Junior
block-
right there,
About to get blocked
Look
by
at-
the fucking main actress in Terrifier.
looking like fucking Xena Warrior Princess.
Donkey. How the fuck Chungus heard Don King? I don't think Don King was gonna be able to fuck a dragon.
Well, I mean, Donkey Sarura. Yo, this motherfucker hit me and no one else. Wow, that's
Got him.
beautiful. It's crazy how I get out the car and I'm already dead.
Got him.
Oh, I hear you. No.
Yeah, my guy.
Pick me up.
I got you.
Wake me up before you go, cause I need to get all the dobos. And I'm like this, cause that's a hobo, and no one told me let it go. What?
It's a good song, my guy. Oh, who's shooting?
All right, we got one done.
That was a little disrespectful. That's all I'm gonna say.
Where the fuck is his partner? There goes his partner. Got him.
Good shit.
Bitch. He got you,
Oh, I got one of those. Thank you.
but his shield might be better than yours.
Nah, man. He dead. We still here. My shield better.
Well, his shield ain't because. Oh, hold on, let me go kick this cactus in the face.
But
There you
wait,
go.
Lucy Lawless died. When did Lucy Lawless die?
When did she die? I'm just saying that she had that. She looked like Lucy Lawless in that fucking in that movie with that Xena Warrior Princess outfit, looking all good, or as they say in France, looking good. Yo, there's no one here.
Nah, be right there. I'm coming.
Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray.
I'm on my way.
Stop playing games, Ray.
I'm sorry.
This is serious. This is serious.
I'm sorry. I'm coming.
This is serious.
I'm coming.
It's serious, Ray.
I'm coming.
That's what's up here. Get over.
I'm coming.
Stop. Stop. Dance.
Did you just shoot at me? I'm here.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
The Roman Reigns is coming out.
Ah, shit. She ain't dead. I was gonna say, when did Lucy Lawless though? Like,
Nah.
I don't remember her dying.
I'll tell you one thing. Lucy Lawless Me and her got some memories that she don't know about.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh no, that's how it works. Believe that. Believe in the power of the warrior. Oh, you just gonna fucking hit me?
I tried to get you to get.
Oh, you gonna hit me again?
Stop getting hit by the car.
Stop hitting me with the car.
I didn't hit you.
You didn't touch me, but I'm flying. That's racist, Ray. There you go. Solo and Roman are going at it.
Ah,
And then Jacob Fatu hits him from behind.
Ah, shit.
Uh-oh. Wait, 7-8 when the fuck did they say she was killed in a horseback riding?
When the fuck did
Are you thinking about Lucy Lawless or you thinking about Christopher Reed?
Speaking of which, did you see they're making this this movie about her?
Yeah. I mean, it was freaky because there was one Super Bowl where they showed they showed him get up and walk.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? But it was like the future is upon us type shit.
Mm.
So that shit was freaky, and he died like a couple years after that before they could find a cure for him.
Now they have the organization and everything that helps with that. So at least it sucks that they couldn't have the medical advancements then, but
Guess they couldn't have what then?
the medical advancements to help then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit. So they beat up Uso and Rome. And Jimmy is like, we need help.
They should have gotten Jay, man. And I shouldn't have hit that fucking rock. Oh, you mean to tell me we can't move now? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold on. No? There we go.
Come on, Ray. You had one job.
Get in the car.
You ruined my emote.
I do want to mention I might have shot out the tire when I did the Unibeam.
Figures.
Yeah.
You want to touch your butt? You sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Not mine. Give me your eyes. Oh, and then you hit me with the car again.
That was a combination of you just flying and then you also hit the car. Your job this time so that way you can't get hit back.
You gonna do it right. What up, Janelle? Yeah, Lucy Lawless ain't dead though. She's still high. We had some beautiful women growing up. Natural fucking beauty too.
Mm-hmm.
Now all these women are fucking fake butts, fake faces, fake cheeks, fake lips, fake this, fake that. Shit, they saying that Gina Carano should have took over for Lucy Lawless. I mean, that'll work. Gina Carano's hot also. But yeah, man. We got the hour of Fortnite out.
Yeah.
So everybody's here. Everybody's ready to be astonished. Now, I send people the link so they could join.
Yeah.
And excuse me.
All good, my guy.
And if they do, then that's on them. If they don't, then that's your fault, Ray.
How's it on me? We sent
Because
them
you
the
wasn't
link.
here
We
yesterday.
told them to join.
You wasn't here yesterday. Yo, we're gonna sit here and just emote all day until the end of this game. Yeah. So timelines all switch up. I got the trauma from that. Like, how does that even happen? Yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't know how that happens, but there was a time when people were just saying that celebrities were dying and shit. People, like, I remember they said that Fluffy
Yep.
Iglesias died, and he was like, "Really?" He started tweeting out. He's like, "Damn, I didn't know I died. You know, I hope I died peacefully or something." You know, everybody want to be the news and shit. But all right, what I really wanted to talk about, right? The reason why I asked you, I was like, how's this month been going?
All right.
Is because for me personally,
Yeah.
the past few months, I don't want to say emotionally, but I guess it's emotionally. It's just because like I hold my emotions in now. Like
Yeah.
they come out every once in a while, but I like mentally I've been thinking like, you know, my pops is sick. He's, you know, he needs help with stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, when you start thinking the worst.
Unfortunately.
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm like, I lost both sets of my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't know my grandmother and grandfather from my mother's side. You know, because they died when I was like 3 or 4. I have memories of my grandfather.
But
You know, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I remember him picking me up from like preschool and stuff like that, but I don't remember, you know, like anything other than, you know, little stuff.
Gotcha.
But my pops grandparent, my pops parents, you know, we lived the whole life together. You know what I'm saying? They passed when I was like 30. No, well, this is 2016. This is 8 years ago.
Oh man.
So I was like 28
Okay.
when they passed. And
Which is still relatively recent. Like 8
yeah.
years is-
Yeah. And I'm sitting here going, yo, I don't have either sets of my grandparents. My mom's not here. My
Yeah.
uncle's not here, who's like a father to me. My pops is, you know, not what he used to be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. So you start thinking like, yo, what happens if I have a, you know, family of my own?
No.
Right? And I'm like, that kid ain't gonna be able to experience nobody. Also, it's kind of weird because it's like, technically, I don't have no fucking grandparents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that it kind of like puts me in one of those moods.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
bro, I definitely hear you. And it's it's a hard thing because it's one of those where, bro, a day like today, shit like that comes to my head because I'm like, when I do have a kid, and unfortunately, all I could do is pass on the memories I have, you know, and it's stuff like that that it's like that still is having them in their lives, you know, telling them about all that stuff and
Yeah.
sharing those tidbits because that keeps their memory alive. Like that's the biggest thing. As much as yes, unfortunately, they aren't here um they're not they're not visible. You could still keep them alive in that by sharing those memories and keeping their spirit in a sense alive, you know? But
Yeah.
it definitely is hard, man. Shit, bro. I think about that it's like, man, like, um, yeah, that shit is
No,
fucking.
I hear you.
It's what's
It's a
difficult when you
jetpack.
think about that, you know. That it's like
Yeah.
because
It's just
I lost both of my from my mom's side. Both of my grandparents are unfortunately gone. Um, I have all that's left is my grandmother from my pop side because I lost my grandfather when I was 7 or 8.
yeah.
On my dad's side, and I
Thanks, Boris.
also didn't have I didn't have much of the like I didn't get to grow up like that with him just because
Yeah.
it was very like in his deterioration stage as well. Like he was
Yeah.
dealing with going through Alzheimer's, going through that it's like I have great like small memories when I was very young and
Yeah.
then just seeing unfortunately the deterioration process.
Nah, shit. The thing with my grandfather is like so the theory he had a heart attack.
Okay.
It was like his third one or fourth one because he was a heavy smoker and he had diabetes and he wouldn't he'll eat whatever the fuck he wanted.
Okay.
You know, but the theory was that he really died of a broken heart because it was 5 years after my grandmother passed. And the shit that's fucked up is that my mother passed and her brother passed 5 years after her. And it was my grandmother and my mom passed of the cirrhosis of the liver.
Okay.
And at the same age, same thing, they passed. And my uncle passed the heart attack, and when my grandfather passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people always say, you gotta, you know, think of something else, or you gotta get past that and all that. Those are hard memories to get past. They ingrained in you because it's almost imagine forgetting how they go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, it's you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna go to the lobby because this one's
yeah, this is a conversation now.
this is something today. I told my mom because she saw the post I did,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I hate how much my dad didn't like taking pictures because now there's not many.
yeah,
But it's like all I have are the same few, and it's just like I hate that there's not much. Like there's a lot of like when he was younger and stuff like that, but there's not many of like us together, and
yeah,
that shit breaks me now because I'm like, it's I have the memories, but I wish there was stuff like that to look back at it, you know? Like shit like that is where you start to be like, fuck, am I gonna forget how their voice sounded? Like the little things that they used to do, stuff like that. As we get older, cause shit, sometimes I could barely remember what the fuck I had for breakfast that day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, hey, what's up, Lonnie?
yo,
Shit,
what's going on, Lonnie?
shit, man, fucking, it was because all right. So mad shit is happening. Symbiote Cup. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's gonna be the for the new Venom movie. They're doing a cup. So
Are we
basically,
gonna
how we
we
already
gonna
get
get?
ranked, we can get in it. We just have to, I guess, wait for it to start.
Okay.
So yeah,
Are we gonna are we gonna get symbiote?
I think if we make it a certain rank, we're able to get the symbiotes.
Okay.
So we could try, but I realistically, I don't see us getting because you know how bad fucking ranked is. But we could try
Yeah.
whenever that shit happens. Thank you, Lonnie. Appreciate yo. Much love, brother. Again, it was great seeing you. Um, at the bar on Saturday. Much love, man.
Yeah, man. The hell is this Hell in the Cell music video? I have no idea, bro. But yeah, a lot of shit's happening at work. A lot of shit's happening here. So it's like mentally, I'm not there, but like physically and emotionally, I'm there. And sometimes it just overwhelms me, shit. But the other day I was filling something out. It was like the 2-step authentication shit.
Mm.
And I had my cell phone number since I was 18. So we're going on 18 years. I had the same number.
Got you.
I put my house number on. I haven't had my house number for like 12 years.
Oh shit. Okay.
I put my house number and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. That's how that's how I was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
Bro, it's little things like that though that just it shows you though that even all this long, it's still engraved in you. It's still engraved in you. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that, I still try to remember at times too. That's the funny part. That is like I could still remember. I remember my original landline number because now it's a new one, but I can legit remember it.
Yeah,
and it's funny because I'm like, I remember it just because it also used to be so similar to a taxi service number that I was like, yo, someone's gonna fuck up and accidentally call our number thinking it's the taxi company. Because legit, it was just the last digit was different. But everything else was the same number as a fucking taxi company. I'm like, how the fuck does this happen? Like, little shit like that, man.
That is funny though. Shit. Has anybody ever called you with looking for a taxi?
Back in the day, I can imagine a few more times, but I can remember like once or twice. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's a 8. You fucked up. Like it's an 8. Like,
yeah.
Cause they're legit. Cause I used to call that taxi service, and I'm like, I would remember like, wait, no, I'm trying to call the house phone. This is but yeah, man.
Shit, man. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it without starting the conversation of the topic. Like, you know, like, all right, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I think I'm too good of a person to make it successfully. You know how everybody they talk about, oh, if you want to be successful, you got to change who you are.
Yeah,
you gotta make sure nobody's mad at you, or you know, some people are gonna hate on you and all this other shit. And for me, it's just I've learned it's a lot easier to be genuine and truly who you are than it is to be a liar or a player or a con artist, because you have to keep that up. If I'm genuinely me all the time, that there's nothing to keep up. This is just who I am.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, to step on people's toes or to do things. It's like I genuinely am not afraid of having everybody be successful. Like if I'm eating, I want other people to eat.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So
as it should be, as it fucking should be. I get it. Because they always say, oh, to be successful, it's cold at the top. You got to do this, got to do that. I don't think it has to be that way. I genuinely don't. I don't think people need to be that way. I think society has made it look famous to be that way. Almost like, oh, you have to be like this. You got to do these tendencies. You have to do this. That's like, nah. That you can keep that circle. You can have others eat with you. You can bring people up. Because there's a lot of people that you look at their team and it's like, nah, they had the people that they were with from day 1 to now day 20. And just putting numbers in a sense.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, it's situations like that, you know? But yes, you're going to lose some people on the way because unfortunately, it always happens. There's going to be those that don't want to see you succeed. Or they do, but they don't want to see you succeed more than they do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be those people too. Because we all have them, unfortunately, that's like, oh yeah, I want to see everyone win, but I don't want to see them win more than I am. Because there are those people. that do subscribe to that notion of, oh, I got to be like this. That it's like, why? Why do we have to do things like that if, again, there's multiple avenues of succeeding? We aren't all doing the carbon, this is the set plan. Because there is no way to fucking, if there was, we would all be fucking just doing this shit for a living by now.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. For some people, they could do it once, and now they're doing this for a fucking living. I would love that to be us. I would love it that we fucking have the one video that everyone just, and that's it. Now we're there. Now we get to fucking be like, well, fuck it. We get to do a podcast every fucking day and have AdSense and all this, and we're fucking set. And we can focus on clips and fucking presentation and all this, and we don't have to worry about anything else. This is the way. But that's not our current situation.
Shit.
One day it could be. But
the motto in our family has always been, it's always the hard way.
Bro, and that's how it has to be, man.
Yeah, but you see, we're in a generation that's always been in the middle of shit. You know, you needed a degree, you don't need a degree. You need experience, you don't need experience. You need to know somebody, you don't need to know somebody.
Yep.
And then you sit there and you try to do all this other shit, and then you can't do nothing. You can't do shit because, in all honesty, talent no longer is a reason why people watch. Because YouTube, you watch somebody make a video and they edit the video, and there's no secret to editing a video.
Nope.
You know, you put it in the order you want it to be in. And I'm pretty sure when you're shooting it, or the person you pay to make it knows how to do it.
Yep.
And then you watch it, and either you watch the video or you don't watch the video. There's people you like, there's people you don't like. There's so many people. But it's literally, who do you like and who do you gravitate to? Just like everybody made fun of Kim Kardashian because she wasn't a celebrity. She just had a sex tape.
Yeah.
But then a lot of females, a lot of men liked her because the way she looked. So that was a very popular sex tape. Then a lot of females admired the fact that she took that and made an empire out of herself, and they strive to be that.
Yep.
It's not they strive to have a sex tape, and they strive to come from that situation and make the best out of it. But you also got to remember, her mom was a fucking publicist. Her sisters were all over the place. Her father was famous. So she had all the right moves to make that a better situation.
Yeah, it wasn't because that's the thing too. That's like there were a lot of good pieces that it just worked out. It wasn't just because, oh, she got a sex tape now, boom, she's famous.
Yeah.
Like, no, there was a lot of things that it worked out the right manner.
Yeah, because
bro, there's a lot of fucking people on Pornhub that probably could be like, my sex tape's out there. Why am I not famous? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, shit, to be honest with you, I think the only thing is like, yo, we just need the eyes for this family one more time, and she got it, and boom, everybody took advantage. Yep. We need the eyes on this station, we would take advantage, you know. But
because bro, if we had the eyes, we'd be good. Because our fucking product works for itself.
Yeah,
you see the genuine, you see the fucking funny, you see everything that's like, this isn't the average podcast style.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and we're also in an era where your life is in the keyboard.
Yep.
You know, I remember when the only time you was able to talk to a pretty girl is when you spoke to her.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can literally talk to a gorgeous woman from around the world because I commented on her picture. I don't have to leave nowhere. I don't have to do nothing. They like it, and it's like, oh look, yeah, she liked it.
So and so liked it.
Yeah, like the D'Amelios. I remember seeing her get famous out of nowhere. because you don't like everybody like, oh, get TikTok. So I get TikTok. The only thing I see is little girls and like teenagers dancing. I'm like, this is a dancing video. Like this is Vine, but we're dancing. Like, all right, then I never did nothing. But then she gets a TV show. She gets this, and no, like I'm sitting. Like, it's not like she could dance better than the next girl that's doing the same shit. So there's got to be some, and it's probably the attraction that she has. But I notice a lot of people that are big come from wealthy families. Now, whether they get backed by them or not, they have that mentality of wealth. So all they care about is making that video and just putting it out there. There's no other thing. There's no stress in the world. Us, I'm making the video. I'm going to work. I'm doing the podcast. I'm chilling with y'all. We all got problems, so we all got to be each other's shoulders to lean on. You got your family doing things. You got your personal life doing things. You try to, holler at a chick. You try to advance your life personally, professionally, all the other shit. There's a lot of shit to work. This cake isn't one flavor.
Nope.
And sometimes you mix all them flavors together and that shit tastes horrible.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all do interviews? I mean, it's not for lack of trying. Like, we have done interviews for the wrestling thing. We've interviewed the writers and creators of the X-Men cartoon. I have emailed countless people to be on this show just to talk. Some of them were podcasters and like YouTubers and shit like that. It's just they don't respond. I went into a girl's OnlyFans just so I can invite her to come on the show.
Yeah. Trust me. Especially because Boris, I've done a lot more when it comes to interview wise that sometimes it's hard, man. Sometimes you think you can get, and now you look at my schedule, it's like, oh, but you got so many people. It's like, no, a lot of these unfortunately come with now because I work with companies. That's how I'm getting certain interviews. Because a lot of people, it's hard to get in contact with, man. Like now, I'll announce it here because fuck it, it's gonna happen anywhere. But because of the big event that's happening in November,
you
remember Blue Pants or the librarian from AEW?
Yes,
she's coming on Respect the Craft.
Nice.
Because I got messaged because of a company I work with. They recommended my podcast, and the person that's bringing her into the convention hit me up and asked if I wanted to have her. I'm like, of course. So I just have to wait for her to respond after dealing with the hurricane, unfortunately, because she's in Florida. But once she responds, I have a date. But it's a situation of it's a lot easier said than done with getting people that would, quote unquote, move the needle. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone thinks, oh, I just need that one interview, and that's like, no, you got to start from having, and don't get me wrong, I love having local people. I love it. Like I would never change the fucking podcast of fucking having people that fucking I would fucking, if I could, every other week I would have PJ Savage on. I would have a Matt Awesome on. I would have a Jared Diaz on. I would have my fucking mentor Anthony Gang going on. But at the same token, the viewer doesn't just want to see them. And thank you, Chungus. The Dijak interview. Yes, we got to have Dijak. I got to have Dijak. The problem with having Dijak is then that's what people want. That's what they then want to see is, oh, when are you going to have the next name? And the next name. Shit, I look back at the dates and I'm like, fuck, I had Alex Shelley and then I had Dijak 2 weeks later. And you look at the numbers, it's like, oh shit, those are nice numbers. But then you look at the next interview I did that I think was probably someone locally. And it goes from so algorithm wise, that fucks me over. Because it's like, oh, you did amazing here. So yeah, we'll push you. But then you go here. So it's like, now you're back to everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like those spikes are amazing. But then you have to try to keep that up. And it's a challenge.
Yeah, and sometimes, to be honest with you, I don't like doing interviews. Like they're fun, and it depends on the person. Like if I really like, oh, I know this person, I want to, hear their story. Yeah, no problem. But certain times it's like we out here just shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're legit here talking. This is built on us having this conversation and people, you know, people interacting with us organically and being chimed in on this. Sometimes those interviews is like you got to ask these questions that either you don't care about or it's like this ain't really the tone of the show.
Yep.
You get those guests that don't understand what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't like. I need a little bit more of who you think you are, and a little less of who I think you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
So I wanna address John's comments here because John, as easy as these two comments sound, nope. And this is coming from someone that has now been doing interviews for the past. It's going on 3-4 years now. The timing again, you have to be very open with your schedule, and that doesn't work for everybody. I luckily, because of what I do outside of this, have a very lenient schedule that I'm able to. When we want to do a steak day, I can do a steak day, or when a fucking person wants a random, hey, can you do a 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern podcast, or an 11 a.m. podcast, or a 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. fucking Pacific, whatever. I've been able to do that. The problem is not everyone is willing to do stuff like that. So timing is annoying because, again, depending on who you want, that's a whole whirlwind. Now, when it comes to having questions and notes, for me, I don't like that. Yes, I want to know my guest, but if I don't know them, why am I asking them to come on for an interview? That's been my case when it comes to it. Because I don't want to prep questions. The only time I prep questions are for two people. Alex Shelley, Dijak. Because I had time. I was told I have this amount of time, so I'm gonna make sure I write down the questions so I don't have a where do I go next? And I'm on a clock. But I don't like prepping out questions because it's not genuine to me. I'd rather have a conversation like I'm having right now with Toe. That it's like,
yeah,
we're clicking. If a conversation can't be like that, I don't want to have an interview with you. Because if it feels like so, let me look at my and that's been something that I've gotten. A lot of people have fun with those interviews when it doesn't feel like you're waiting to then ask the next question on your paper.
Yeah,
and I was told that it's like I'd rather do interviews like this than have the. So in 2007, you said like.
Yeah, because the thing is, most of the time they're gonna lead you to a conversation either they want to have, or they're gonna give you an opportunity to go deeper into something they didn't know they're ready to talk about. Because that's the thing about connecting with people. You give them a chance to open up personally about something, and then when you start asking questions that are relevant to what they're saying, and you dig deeper into something, they're gonna open up more and they get more comfortable talking to you. Like the interviews we had with Janai Kai, she's been on here twice, I believe. And the first interview we had fun, like always. The second interview, she was able to open up more and tell us stuff that was happening behind the scenes and how she felt with some of these companies. And it was just now it's like, shit, we shared this. You know what I'm saying? We shared this moment. Like, yo, this is my homegirl now. Like,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I can hit her up like, yo, when are you free? You coming on Tuesday? Boom. Now we can talk about anything.
Yeah. No, she's dope with it. That's like, though you build those relationships, you build those moments. And it's like, now it's just like talking to one of your normal people, you know?
Or she is Chungus.
No, she definitely is.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and the thing, like, writing down questions is good for a boring guest.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, because like I said, I'm not an interviewer. And Boris, I understand what you're saying, because it would be dope to have more people like Bad Blood on, and other people that just come on and talk and shoot the shit with us. That'd be dope. But sometimes people, like you said, don't have the time. They do their own thing, or they just don't mix with us. We had people on here that don't mix with us.
Yep.
And
And
it's like,
it's not a slight to them either. It's just the
yeah, it's
vibe is
just
different.
yeah.
There's people that are on here that, hey, there's been people that we've had throughout the years that it just the vibe that's going for. It's not anything that connects anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be those moments. There's gonna be those times that even between us, you'll see those moments that it's just like, did this motherfucker really just say that? And again, it works though, because this is how we are though.
Yeah, our dynamic allows that.
Yeah, it's like it's genuineness, and some people aren't like that. Some people like to have. I'm going to use wrestling terminology. Some people like to have gimmicks, and because of that, they don't know how to allow certain things, to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And and like I said, man, we had this dude on the show, dope dude. The vibe was he wasn't mentally where we were. But Mike Soto in the building, DJ Poochie, he's been on the show a couple times. Hey. My man's an awesome DJ. If you're still streaming on Twitch, drop your handle. If not, you gotta get back on that shit, because my man, we had a couple. You saw it. We had a couple of podcasts where we was here until 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. Where his neighbors had to come on and knock on the door, like, "Yo, dude, we need you to just lower the music a little bit."
Bro, I've seen a few of those streams, and those are the ones I'll have like for background noise. That is just like,
yeah,
bro, how the fuck did they go like 6 hours?
Yo, bro, that's the beauty of it. That when you're able to just fucking talk and just have that dynamic, that's when it's like, all right, this is fucking dope.
Yeah,
because
we definitely need one of those on a Friday when Saturday we don't have anything to do.
Yeah,
because I would love to do one of those streams. The problem is most of the time when we do the Tone the Show with Ray and Gigi, I have a show the next day, and I need at least a few hours of sleep, so I don't fucking. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to So and So Wrestling presents. Bing, bing. Oh, the match is over. The show's over. Wait, I slept through a whole. Oh,
yeah. Nah, that's true, Boris. He goes, the dynamics. I see it. It's a dysfunctional, functional family, but all love.
Definitely is.
You guys get dynamics together. The whole group has a good dynamic together because you guys been doing this for. Yeah, and we met doing this. The only people that I met before this, before the whole streaming shit, was Show and Krills. Because I worked with Krills, and Show was our UPS guy. So we Show was like, yo, let's stream on Mixer. So we started streaming on Mixer. We did the co-streaming. We streamed Fortnite, Call of Duty. We didn't like playing because it got to the point where these kids sucked the life out of it, because they always wanted to do, fucking go into the 1v1 me and the building shit. It was like the game passed us by because we didn't have enough time to play it and get good at it.
Got you.
And it was just me and Show, and like I said, we wasn't playing enough to get good at it. And so we was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just start talking. And we started the podcast. Show was like, yo, I know a girl that's into wrestling, Gigi. Krills was like, Lay is in the comics and wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Gigi, Lay comes on. The first day that Gigi and Lay come on, we connected to it because we were real people that wasn't trying to be fake with nobody. And then Ray started watching us. We met him at one of the shows, and he never left. He won't wear the fucking shirt for shit, but he never left.
I'm wearing the shirt, goddamn.
Yeah. And he was another one. He had his own interview conversations with Kenny. He would interview people who did the attire for like the New Day and people who collected memorabilia. He had that guy that was on crying when CM Punk returned in AEW, and he was watching us, and he had me and Gigi on the show, and we clicked that way. We was talking all the time, and it got to the point where it was like, yo, the only way I'm gonna be able to watch Raw is if we watch it on stream.
Yeah.
And that's when we started the Raw watch along. And we all met here.
I legit keep saying now that is probably one of the only reasons I still can watch Raw week to week is because of us doing this. Because at times I'm just like, I don't know if I would have been able to watch this just for fuck's sakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's just word. You
like-
see me, I can barely stay up still.
bro. But
But yeah, like I want to say this because, like I said, I'm not an interviewer. I'm toe tags, and that's my name on here. But people come in, we talk, we shoot the shit. I ask some questions, and I want to get to know you. We're gonna have a conversation. Well, I'm a conversationalist.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are boring. There's some people that either are long-winded, they talk very slow, or they don't answer the fucking question, or they don't answer the question in a way that you can keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
There's an art to have a conversation.
Yep.
And if you can't keep it going, then I got to go dig into my bag of tricks, which means I can't listen to what you're saying.
Nope.
I can only hear what you're saying and then come up with something else. And that's when you have the write down questions. It's like, Jesus. And I'll watch people. And most of the time, we have someone on here and I'm like, yo, I don't think this person's going to vibe with us. They come on and they vibe with us. And I'm like, oh, it was the people who interviewed them in the interview I saw that just sucked.
Bro, I love when it's those that it's like, oh fuck, this is about to be a bad interview. Cause like, oh man, like you could tell that they're someone that's almost like you have to pull teeth to get something. And then you have them on and it's like, oh, you dope. You know what I do hate though? When it's the opposite.
Yeah.
When it's like, oh man, I can't wait. Like they're even cool post interview. Like you'll still be able to talk to them like texting and stuff, but it's just like the minute you hit live. So this, I guess. You guess.
Yeah.
So what does a craft mean to you?
I mean,
what's the craft?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if you ever seen this shit, Ray, or if people caught on to it, but there are times when someone's asked a question,
yeah,
and we get an answer like that, and then I'm answering the question.
Yep. I if you ever notice when a moment like that happens, I gotta do one of these.
Yeah.
Because I'm just scratching my head like, why are you on here? Why? Like,
yeah.
Why accept the interview? Why accept wanting to do a podcast? Because this might not be for you. Not everyone.
Yeah.
You could be someone watching. Yes, everyone can comment without an issue. But the minute the red light turns on, if you can't speak, this might not be for you.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves wrestling. Everyone
Yeah.
loves this. Everyone wants to have an opinion. But some people are just not good at vocalizing.
Yeah. And the thing that sucks is that, from what I understand, a lot of these wrestlers, they want to come on the show, they want to promote themselves, but they don't want to sit there and talk to a chat. They want to talk to the interviewer. And a lot of people go, hey, Dijak, why don't you tell the people who you are? And Dijak's sitting there explaining themselves to the people that should know him already, or that shit should be explained for him from the host. And then, oh yeah, so explain to me how you got into wrestling. And then he's talking, and then it's another question that had nothing to do with what he just said. Now explain to me how you found your gear. And he's talking, and I'm sitting there like, I wouldn't want to do this shit either.
Nope. And that's what ruins it for wrestlers, because you start to see them. That's why they don't want to do it, because it feels like you don't care about what they just said.
Yeah.
You just have this, like like I said, for Alex Shelley, I prepped questions. But during the conversation, if he said something that I'm like,
Let's elaborate.
I kind of want you to elaborate a little more. Let me go into this. Like, I'll ask another question, but it continues that topic.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. If you want to ask another question, cool. If you don't want to have like an awkward silence, but continue that, especially if there's still like an open-ended situation there. Especially like if it's a fucking good point, I'm like, wait, I kind of want you to keep talking about this. Like I did that during the Shelly interview, and I'm like, fuck, I might not get to all my questions. I don't care. I'd rather have this conversation be dope than worrying about, okay, cool. Like I had John Davis on. And John Davis legit told me, hey, thank you for not just being one of these interviewers that feels like you don't give a shit about what I just said.
Yeah.
And all you see is them waiting for you to answer and then ask the next question. I'm like, no, why the fuck am I going to do that? If I want to have a conversation with you, I want to have a conversation. No conversation is ask a question, ask something that has nothing to do with what we just said.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point?
No, yeah.
Like what am I gaining from that? It's like, cool, you answered everything I wanted to know. None of that correlates. That's not a genuine conversation. That is, this is what I prepped. Fuck it.
It's like having a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, how you doing? It's like, I'm all right. I think I just broke my hand when I hit the wall. Oh, that's what's up. You do anything for the weekend? I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But let me address Boris real quick. Boris, number one, I don't know who Wrestling Purist is. Wrestle Purist. I don't know if you ever heard them. Apparently they're a show also. I never heard of those guys.
Wrestling Purists are the Twitter people. Those are the ones. A lot of times we've talked about their tweets, and it's like,
okay,
yeah,
okay, and to some of our guests do interact with the chat. It's just sometimes the chat doesn't say stuff that pertains to the conversation we're having at the moment.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of the times when we're talking, you guys put stuff in the chat. I don't really acknowledge it because if we're talking about Janai Kai in Japan, I can't ask her, Janai, would you want to wrestle The Undertaker? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll see it because they have access to see in the chat, and they might see a question that goes, that shit sounds stressful, and she might be like, Chungus, that shit is stressful, and then go back to the question. Like I know the X-Men people, they were reading the chat while we were talking, but they weren't really answering the chat because it wasn't part of the conversation they were saying. But I see them doing one of these, like reading the chat to see what the chat has to say.
Well, that's also the thing too. Like for you guys that maybe don't use programs like this, sometimes the guests can't see it like we do, depending on what they're using. Like both me and Toe are on our computers right now, so we have a better visual, or we can do this that we show it to them, and then they can read it.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes they're not able to read it quick enough. So if we don't acknowledge it in a sense and tell them what's being said, they might not know. And it's not that they're doing it on purpose. It's again, they're not able to see it. Like with the interview I just did with PJ, a lot of the comments I had to read to him because he was on his phone. And then he knew what they were saying. And then he would respond accordingly. So it's like situations like that is also sometimes, not always, sometimes it's on us. So we gotta pitch it and then make it work.
And if you ever see me do something like this, like we're having a conversation and I see the chat and I see this, but this isn't really what we're talking about. This is to let you know I acknowledge your message. It's like, I see your message, bro. If I can get to this at one point, I'm gonna get to this.
Yeah.
And also it lets the people that I'm with see this message.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they might go, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is like the dynamic together. No, these guys got crazy dynamic, blah, blah, blah. And then go back to what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes it is hard though, because you'll be in the midst of a conversation and it's like, yeah, the comment has nothing to do with it. Then it's like, I don't want to really bring this up right now because we're having like this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, it's hard to do it when you're not like, and afterward, maybe you have that moment that's like, hey, before we continue, I want to go to the comment section for a bit. That's what I like to try to do when we're having like a good fucking discussion and they take that pause almost to breathe or something. That I'm like, hey, before we continue, I want to acknowledge the comments for 1 second.
Yeah.
And then we could tie it back, But it's hard to have those in between moments but you just got to find your window, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's dope to have the engagement in the chat because it helps us out. Because we want you guys to be as interested in what they're saying as we are. You know, and to have some of these wrestlers on, they have crazy stories and they have crazy personalities that you listen, you know, you listening in and you're like, yo, I kind of like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's dope. But like I said, sometimes y'all just want to chill by yourself, right? Where like Ray's Respect the Craft is predicated on interviewing the wrestlers, and he's the announcer for a lot of these shows, so he has to promote the shows, but also he's an interviewer.
Yep.
So he needs somebody to be on there to interview. This is like more of a talk show, like the Breakfast Club. We don't need someone else to come on because there are a lot of things we can talk about ourselves.
Yep.
And there's sometimes where it's like, yo, we should get a restaurant here. It's like, yo, I kind of just want to fucking vent about The Rock. You know, I want to sit here and be like, why the fuck is The Rock here? Or Triple H is fucking up, or, you know, get shit off our chests about wrestling or about comics or about this, about that. When you have a guest on, you can't really do that unless you know the person and you know where they stand. Like Bad Blood, we know where he stands on most topics. So when we sit there and go, yo, fucking, what you think about Triple H and blah, 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 he's like, oh, he's fucking up, man. Or, you know, like, yo, you heard Jonathan Coachman said this on this podcast? He's giving up too much of the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that, because we know we can have a conversation about this shit.
Yep.
You know? And it's not like we can't have a conversation with the wrestlers, but we're doing them a disservice because they didn't come on here to talk about The Rock.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
They came on here to talk about themselves.
Yeah, that's kind of where mine gives them that platform, because mine has been predicated on, it's basically to boost them. My Respect the Craft has become we're gonna do an interview where, one, I'm promoting whatever shows you're on. I'm also promoting you. Most of the time now, most of these shows are doing that it's like, oh, we're having days where it's like promoting this company or this company, because it's a lot of companies that I'm associated with.
Yeah.
Or if it's someone that I genuinely am interested in, though, because I have those that it's like, I have no alliance to the company. However, I think they're a great talent. I'd love to have them on. Or if I have the opportunity, like with Alex Shelley, with Dijak, that it came about that it's like, hey, these were fucking amazing. Or Sammy, that Sammy was fucking someone that I just wanted to fucking have, because I was like,
oh no, yeah,
that was my dream guest. But there's situations like that yes, mine is very much like that I would love to do more of these. Like, I've had the few free for all episodes that is just us shooting the shit on there. And those definitely are people are interested. I just finding when those can work in, because a lot of the time now my schedule is all, let's have this person on, this person on, this person on, this person on. Shit, that it takes up my time when I'm supposed to be on here at times.
No, yeah. I mean,
Monday I had 2 back to back. That's like, I'll make it to Raw eventually.
I know how you feel, because there are some people that if I wanted to have them on to do an interview, I would have had to cancel one of the shows to fill them in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to cancel the sports show or the comic book show to fill them in. And people were like, yo, that's not a problem. But I mean, it's still like, this is the show here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the days of the week we go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we're going to have to figure it out another way. Like, I wouldn't mind a Saturday or a morning shit, but then it's like, I'm going to be there by myself. And I'm not saying I can't interview someone by myself, but it's going to be a completely different dynamic of me talking to somebody by myself than the whole group talking to each other, because it's no longer going to be a knucklehead shit. It's going to be toe tags or me personally talking to them about wrestling. And that shit's going to probably go to a direction they don't want it to go, because I'm that much of a fan of it. And like, you saw what me and Santi were talking about in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to go into that, and people are going to forget that we're live.
Yep. No, but you know what's the funny part? That is the best part about these shows, that we don't forget we're live. We know we're live. We're talking to y'all. We're having a good time. but the conversation feels like we're not live. If that makes sense. It's just us having a genuine conversation, having fun. Why don't y'all do pressers / scrums? Okay. So how that works?
Nah, it's all
is-
good, boys. You guys says anything.
Yeah, how that works is you have to be approved by the major companies, and you have to then be invited to do so. The issue with that is you have to have a certain amount of following. You have to be. There's a lot of background bullshit when it comes to that. It's also the reason why I've tried to have TNA talent on the podcast. I've tried to have AW talent on the podcast, and it's a lot of hoops to go through, and you have to have the numbers that they're looking, because it's still a very what can you do for me business. That's how those companies work. And it makes sense. It's multi-million-dollar companies. It's big companies. They want to have those, like, if you're going to be there, it better be a fucking reason, you know? It's not just going to be someone that it's like, they have maybe few hundred followers. Nah. You know? And it's as fucked up as it sounds, but that's how it is. That's like, you have to show somewhat results that it's like, there's a reason why so-and-so is there. There's a reason why so-and-so is there. Even if their product might not be the best, unfortunately, they have the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. That again, one day we'll be there. I'm not saying we're not. I'm not saying we wouldn't want to be there. I'm just saying, unfortunately, at the moment, we don't qualify for it.
Yeah. Right now,
one day we will.
Yeah, we gonna get there though. Yeah. And Janelle goes, like, me and my friends like to talk about wrestling. We grew up watching it, and we became, best friends over it. But something stopping you from what? From being a wrestler, or doing interviews? I mean, and also, not to sound like a dick, but like anybody, not just a wrestler, but anybody that's trying to be in the business or trying to do something, even us, we get the same criticism. You hear the stuff that they talk about, and then you start saying to yourself, like, why aren't you doing any of it? Or, like, why you limit yourself to just what you're doing now when you know that you got to be doing other shit to get where you want to be? Whether it be your character development, the way you do things, your look, you're that, you're this, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, like, and you can't ask them that, because a lot of them take what they have now very personal. So it's almost like I didn't want to disrespect them. Like, well, why don't you try to work on the shit that you got? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's still, sometimes you're like, oh, you obviously got the passion for it, but there's something missing here, bro.
Yep.
There's something missing.
And it's hard because you can't at the same token be like, hey, maybe do this or do that, because there's a lot of stuff that's also very
yeah. Because the people can have the same opinions on us.
Yep.
And and it's still like, I mean, yeah, something's definitely missing, but we're doing the best we can at the moment.
I still say the only thing that's missing for us is the fucking views.
Yeah.
On both accounts. On this, on Respect the Craft, all that's missing is the views. Because I not to toot our own horn, but we get the praise and we get the, oh, this is fucking great, or this is this. Like, the last few fucking weeks of podcasting, I've gotten, hey man, this is really fucking well done. Like, people that don't like to do podcasts have told me afterward, hey man, I would love to do it again. Like, you are very well prepped. It's all fucking, it's nicely done. I'll definitely do it again. Like, I love when the response after, because I always ask, hey, so how was it for you? It feels like we as fucked up as it sounds, it's almost like we just fucked, because it's like, so how was it for you? It's like, when they tell me, oh, I had fun, I did my job.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd rather have. I don't want to fucking be like, oh yeah, it was cool. Like, no, I don't want the fake. Yeah, it was all right. Like, it worked.
Yeah.
I don't want the, oh yeah, it worked. Like, no. Did you enjoy? Did you have fun? Because if you didn't, I feel bad. Because again, I don't want to create the, this is why wrestlers don't want to do podcasts.
No, yeah,
I
and it's
don't
true.
want to be that person because there's a lot of people that unfortunately, and it's not. Sometimes it's not on
I'm used
them.
to it. That's was it good for you too? And you get the text, "I've had better."
Yo, but that's the situation, man. That's like sometimes you gotta try to do that so you don't create the well. This is why this person doesn't want to do podcasts because I've seen a
Yeah.
bunch. I've seen a bunch of people that they'll say, "Oh, I don't really like to do podcasts." Do mine. Try out doing mine. Let's see how what happens.
Yeah, bro. There's plenty of people. Hold on, let's get this thing in there.
Yeah, of course.
The button for some fucking
Ah,
reason doesn't want to get
I'm still here.
fucking.
Just give me 1 sec.
You can't unmute me. What the fuck?
That shit. I'm over here like you screaming at nobody because you muted.
Man, I thought y'all could do a show without me. Fuck out of here.
Shit, you thought we could do a show without you too.
Oh, I seen it.
But yeah, so we're talking about having guests on and all that shit. But real quick, I understand you're second guessing yourself. But the one thing that I've seen with knowing these wrestlers and being around this business, especially in the independent circuit, it's the same thing as life. The effort you put in is what you get out of it. But if you're gonna ask yourself, am I really ready for all that dedication and commitment for something? This is what I'm gonna say. Go take a class. Ask if you could take one class. If you like it, keep going. If you don't, there's no shame in it. Because I know somebody that they took a bump and they said, this shit ain't for me. And it's not for everybody. But you can still love wrestling. It's natural to want to be in it. Like, we love sports and we want to be football players. But I guarantee you, half of us get hit by fucking Lawrence Taylor. We don't want to be football players no more. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, bro, you can always do things slowly. No one in this business started out training and then having 1,200 matches a year, because you have to put your name out there. Most of the hard work is putting your name out there and getting these promoters to see you. You know what I'm saying? So you train, you get your skills and your fundamentals down, work on your character, and then start working on selling yourself to these promoters and get these matches in there. The rest of it will happen when it happens.
Yep.
Because a lot of people like to think before, like, I've done it. We start the podcast, now we're millionaires, now we got our houses. What are we gonna, who's gonna be the guest on the show when we're famous? And we're not even 2 episodes in.
Yep.
We haven't learned how to talk when there's no one around. We haven't learned how to be on here by ourselves yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much shit you gotta learn before you start crawling. That you just do it slowly.
Yep.
That's my advice for you.
No, agreed. And definitely, John, if you don't mind me asking, what is it you would like to do? Because there's a lot of things you can do in getting into the business. Like, I'm someone that originally wrestling, I wanted to wrestle. I started training. I dedicated myself to doing what it takes, doing the training sessions, working out, all the good stuff of it. Unfortunately, my body said nope. And unfortunately I had to stop. With that being said, I then took the social media route because there is a need for that in wrestling. Like, just like when you guys see the amazing posts and all this and that, it's not usually just the owner that does it. There's a lot of times they have social media people. And that was me for the longest, of being the social media analyst for one of the companies, of having their how to fucking post, having the hours, how to make this look, how to make this look, how to make it look very presentable, and to make sure it has the most attention, and knowing the metrics and all that. After a few years of that, then finding, oh wait, let me try out this commentary thing, and then dedicating myself to learning how to do that properly, because there is a skill to that. You can't just grab a microphone and then start talking about wrestling. It's not as easy as doing one of these. So then studying that and then perfecting my craft in that, and now doing it where I am able to do this Saturday, next Friday, next Saturday, and then so on, so on. So again, there's different avenues, man. You could do that. There's commentary, there's wrestling, there's backstage interviews, there's social media presence, there's video editors, there's graphic designers, there's seamstresses, all that still counts as part of the business. Also, when it comes to training, do you want to be a wrestler? Do you want to be a referee? Do you want to be a manager? There's different things that all need training though, because shout out to someone that told me recently they want to get into the business, but they want to be a referee. So I'm like, okay, cool. Are you ready to train? Like, what do you mean? You still need to train. Because as much as you're not expected to bump, let's say, every match, you still need to know how to protect yourself, God forbid. And you still need to know how to do everything like a regular worker does, because you have to have that same type of situation. And perfect, there we go. How do you train to be a referee? Just like you're trained to be a wrestler. The only difference is you are then not taking as many bumps, but you still have to know how to be protected in a ring. Because when you get in there, as Toe found out, you feel how the boards are, and you feel how the metal is.
That ring is not
a different way to stand. There's a different way to stand in a ring. There's a different way of how when you land, when you're gonna pin or when you're gonna count the pin or something, it's technically taking a bump.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of these referees end up with knee problems and situations like that, because this is no trampoline. As most people find out later on, that's like, oh man, I always thought there was a trampoline under there. Nope. I wish it was.
But it does feel bouncy though. And the thing, like the ring I've been in had too much padding. And you can twist your ankle on that shit real quick because the padding gives and then the ring gives, and now you have you're going down off of your weight and then extra because of the padding, and it's like you almost have sea legs.
Yep. And that's not good. That is not good at all, because 90% of the time someone's probably getting injured in that ring because of that. When there's too much or there's too much of that give in there, that it's like, yeah, someone's gonna twist. And if I think I know what ring you're talking about, someone did, and they ended their career because of it, because they're like, I'm not doing this no more, because it almost ruined their legit job. And they'd already wrestled for years, but they do something else outside of this that they're like, yeah, I'm not risking it for this.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
nah.
Yeah. Boris, see, the thing for me, at least with wrestling media, is half of the time they're bullshitting. The other half, like most of the time they're bullshit. Most of the time they're trying to point their own agenda out. And it's always what someone else said. A lot of wrestling media is one person says it, everyone repeats it. Everyone is like, oh, Jacob Fatu is the greatest wrestler in the history of wrestling. And he's going to be the next Samoan guy. And then everybody says that. And what pisses me off is like, bro, he's good. But can you not see this nigga? Because I've always said this, and Ray can attest to this, and everybody that's been on the show can attest to this. I only tell you what I see.
Yep.
If I don't see it, I can't talk about it. I see Jacob Fatu as an amazing talent, but I don't see him as the next president of the United States. And that's what people they over exaggerate shit, but they say things to get headlines. And I've always been the type of person that I don't say shit unless I mean it, unless I'm fucking around with y'all. Then most of the time it's sarcasm. But like the whole shit with Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business, they're gonna say, oh, you know, the bloodline, whatever the fuck. I'm telling you straight out right now, the reason why the bloodline, the Hurt Business didn't go anywhere is because they started getting more popular than the bloodline. They started getting more popular in the bloodline because it was something completely different for Raw, and Raw is the main show. And that's why they say, yo, we gotta ixnay this.
Yep.
And I'm sorry for y'all people who think that the Hurt Syndicate is gonna do something crazy, but they don't have the backing of the WWE and that shit is just gonna be another fucking Bullet Club Gold. And I'm telling you this shit now because I don't have this fantasy of just because MVP and Bobby Lashley are together somewhere that this is gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. You do need the machine behind you. And what I see from AEW is they don't put the machine behind you.
Yeah. I want to say it's gonna work out. I don't know, but to answer Boris's comment from my side of things, I am not against wrestling media. I'm against some media outlets acting almost as if they know more than people in the business.
Yeah,
and that has always irked me, just because why don't you start a company then? Why don't you start a company? Why don't you do this and show us how it's done? And by us, I mean, again, the business. That it's like, show it how it's done. Run a show, be profitable from show number one, because apparently you can't have an off day. And do this and have amazing numbers, sell out, become instantly rich. But you can't use any talent because, if I have this person, I can do this, or I can build stars. Cool. Have no name talent. Find your stars, create your stars, and boom, make it. So those are the medias that I don't. Again, there are a lot of great media outlets. Don't get me wrong. Not everyone is a piece of shit. But those are the ones that is just like, that irks me when it's like, what company have you run before, or what have you done before that's like you're talking like this and then talking against people that have been in the business? You know what I'm saying?
See,
I've
now,
seen that where it's the tweet like, who was it earlier? I saw someone respond. Fucking Mark Henry fucking responded to someone trolling about, I think it was Jade. And instead of calling them a dick rider, he was like, "You penis rider." I'm trying to be so proper with it. Like, "You penis rider." And it's just like, yo, that's fucking funny.
The word. See, now, I believe I'm the only one that actually done what Ray just suggested, and I've been banned from doing any other shows because of the threat. Now, when I did this show, you didn't hear about them, but Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Adam Cole, all these people were on my show. No one knew who they were. These are fresh off the training people. And we had the biggest sellout independent show in the history of independent show in 2008. That's the most I could say, but I had to sign a do not disclose agreement, but I'm just saying it has been done. I've done it. That's why I get to say whatever I want to say and nobody responds to me.
Facts. You just gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. You gotta create your own stars.
Word.
And that's it. Then you get to say whatever the fuck you want. Till then, shut the fuck up. And again, that's how I view it. Again, it's not that we're against wrestling media. We are associated with a lot of people that do wrestle media, and they do it, again, doing it the right way, doing it properly. Yes, some people have some interesting opinions. That's the best way I'm going to phrase it. But again, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Is it correct? Probably not. Is it sometimes full of shit? More than likely. But it's okay. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an asshole. Doesn't mean it's fucking clean. What you think, Shell? Good answer.
We heard the engine and he muted himself, so that way he doesn't sound stupid.
I consider y'all wrestling media.
Appreciate that, Boris.
Thank you, Boris. But that's the thing. Yes, we are wrestling media because we do cover wrestling. However, we are also media because this channel is not just wrestling. Mondays, yes, we have the Raw Watch Along. Thursdays, yes, we have wrestling with Knuckleheads. Tuesdays, we have comics. Wednesdays, we have sports. Fridays, Saturdays, and or Sundays are the free for all. So yes, we're talking wrestling right now because that's the comments you guys are giving us. But it's not always wrestling. That's why the basis of this channel isn't not always having the interviews, because it's not always wrestling, and there's certain days for that.
Yeah,
it does create also that situation of not everyone is free on Thursdays.
Word. And going back to the interview thing.
Yeah.
Boris, it's hard to get interviews with some people because they associate themselves with a media company also. So like I told you, I went into a few women's OnlyFans and I've asked them to come on, and the response is email this company and ask for them for me to go on the show. I email them, no response.
Yep.
You know, so it's a lot of people, especially like famous people or people who are just becoming famous or people who have luster into them. There's a lot of people that asking them shit. They don't see it, or they just let that shit go to the side because in their eyes we may not be big. But for me, it's one, you're gonna have a good time here, and two, most of the people I see that I'm talking, they're like social media people. You get the chance to become comfortable in some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is everyone's missed opportunity when we get to where we going.
Yep.
But like I said, bro, like you can only ask people. I've asked Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've asked Gary Vee. I've asked Bill Nye the Science Guy. I asked Hulk Hogan. I hit up Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jake the Snake Roberts, John Leguizamo, The Godfather. I hit up a lot of people, just to name a few, to come on different shows. I've even asked another YouTuber that does comics that I just watched one of her videos that was explaining one of the storylines, and I was like, yo, I like this girl's personality. I emailed her and she goes, I would love to, but unfortunately I am pregnant as fuck. And she was due any day. And she's like, I'm getting ready to deliver the baby and blah, blah, blah. I contacted her afterwards, but she never responded to me after.
That is
Tomorrow morning is your mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Hassan.
Happy birthday to Hassan's mom.
Hassan mom.
That is an awesome response.
Yeah.
I would love to, but I'm pregnant as fuck. Hey, she was pregnant as fuck. What can I say? This is why I asked why Ray doesn't get into Scoops games. I forgot that Scoop Games is a media company, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I feel like it's this media company. Also, I don't know if they're hiring. Are they hiring that I would be able to get in? If they're willing to pay my rate, I would love to.
You know, and yeah,
$5.95 a month.
It's definitely more than $5.95 a month.
You gotta remember shows from the project, so
You gotta amp up the rate a little bit. This wrestling can't be that cheap now. You gotta have everyone hit me up. Yo, Ray, it's only $5.95 a month to get you to do all this media. Bet. I got a company I need you to promote. Like, no. Hold on, brother. Brother, we need to talk about amping up that price a little bit.
A lot of it.
Man.
But yeah, man. And I'm trying to steer the conversation to every part of it so we can all get into it, but also as humans do, at the age that we're at, we're all around the same age. We're in for Ray, the late 20s, mid 30s, early 40s. And life is different if you're around those ages for us. And there's a lot of pressure for people our age at this time, that you don't see. And especially in New York. We're all in New York.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes these shows a little bit more difficult, because instead of it being a traditional podcast or a traditional question and answer interview, This is cathartic for us. This is therapeutic. This is what gets our mind off of our stresses. This is where we can go. Fuck them bills. Fuck work. We're here chilling.
Yep.
And that was always the basis of what we started as. But sometimes that's what makes us unlike any other podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I started out this conversation with, you know, the fucking emotionally, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
But mentally and physically, I'm not, because I have the, you know, I'm doing this shit. It's because this helps. But when you don't handle the emotional shit, it's gonna be there. It's like sleep.
No, yeah, it lingers. It lingers like a motherfucker, and then it starts to affect the mental and the physical.
Yeah, because it's like sleep, because your body's gonna force you to sleep whether you want to or not.
Yep.
When you're going through some shit that affects you emotionally, and you don't handle it, or you assume shit's just gonna be alright because that's how it, you know, you're doing all this other shit, it's just gonna be there. So like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I'm off, but to everyone else, I'm normal because I'm on autopilot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seriously in the thing of, if I wasn't on autopilot, I believe I'll be in a different position in my life than where I'm at now. This podcast will be in a different position than where it's at now. But then again, it's like, well, there's really nothing I can do about what I'm feeling, because I can't change what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as you want, like, as much as you have these coping mechanisms,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's unfortunately more than you know it. And it sucks because it's one of those where it's like, it hits at times when it's just like, why right now? When everything is going on, it's just like, boom, 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 just on top of. It's always the domino effect.
Yeah.
But that's the issue. When you don't deal with it, with those lingering feelings and emotions and all that, it comes when you're most vulnerable. When you're at that point, that breaking point, where you're just chipping away. It comes like a fucking, just an ice pick. Like, nope, now we're gonna fucking just nail whatever's left.
Yeah.
And it's at those moments, man. Like, and again, it's a lot of, you have those moments, even when everything could be fine, but you'll have those little moments that just shows, because it's like, it's still there. It's still fucking like, it could happen. It feels like yesterday, you know? Shit, today I did the post and I was dreading doing it all day. And I was just like, you know what? I want to do it just so I felt like I needed to put it out there, you know? To acknowledge shit. He would have been 50 fucking 6, man. 50 fucking 6. And I'm writing the post.
So young.
And I'm like, okay, I got through it. And then I'm like, let me reread it one more time just to make sure. And I reread it. And as I catch myself rereading it, that's where it fucking hits me. And I'm like, fuck, I should have just hit post. Like, let me reread to make sure everything I wanted to say was in the post. And that shit hits me. And I'm like, fuck. And it was fun. It was funny because a lot of people started hitting me up after, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, I wanted to put it more just like showing, in a sense, because I feel like some people think, oh, after a few years, you forget. You know, you start to forget about their birthdays or important dates like that, and it's like, no, those are the worst days, because it's like, you start to think, what would they have wanted to do today? What would we have done today? And with my dad, especially that it was a Friday, he would have been working today.
Yeah.
He would have gotten to work, be like, nah, like, fuck it. And then tomorrow he would have wanted to, either we would have gone out or he would have wanted to cook. It would have been those two options. Either we're going out somewhere or he was cooking. Because he would want to make fucking, like he did almost every weekend. He would fucking have the huge pot of rice, even though I don't know why, because it's the same amount of people here. But he'll make the huge pot of fucking arroz con gandules.
Yeah.
And just having the house smell fucking amazing. But
I
stuff
mean,
like that, man. That
yeah.
dates like today, I wanted to put it out, and I'm like, you sometimes have to just put it out, let people know that you're still thinking about it. It's still there. And for some, they won't know how much that grieving is still there, though. Like for me, I still say I skipped the grieving process. I went from stage 1 all the way to fucking that last, just like nothing. Because I had to by the next morning.
Yeah.
And my dad died. Technically, I find out he's passed by midnight. I think was when they officially say it. So I had a few hours maybe of sleep, if you call what I had sleep. And then the next morning, it's now going to funeral homes and finding out how much this one wants to overcharge and this one wants to try to do this. And it's like, nope.
Yeah.
This. And then having to contact X, Y, and Z. And then all this. Meanwhile, again, I'm trying to go through it while also having to be the sober one in a sense, because most of the adults that would are all just emotionally fucked up right now. And it's just, those are the things that keep me, when I have those moments like this, that's like, I snap out of it almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's still there. Like, fuck, yeah, Boris, trauma's fucked up. But that trauma is always going to be there at times, just because we're human. We're gonna battle it. We're gonna push it back in. Like, no. Where are you going? But at times,
Yeah, it's a defense mechanism.
it's still like, you don't want to go through it. Cool. It's still gonna fucking just like tickle when those times come, you know. Especially when you're going through other shit. That's when it's just like, hey, don't forget about me. Just so you know, we're still here.
No.
The grieving process is hard because it was hard for me when I heard about my friend. He passed away that morning after they took him off life support. Couldn't even sleep. Oh, gee. Damn.
Yeah, man.
That's my apologies that happened, John. Damn. That is shit.
Sucks.
That sucks. The most fucked up thing is you always want to say if unfortunately someone's in a situation like that, they need to be on life support. It's fucked up because you want to say at least they're not suffering, but at the same token, you're ending someone's life. You know?
Yeah.
As much as it's
because here's the thing though.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be selfish.
Yeah.
It's hard not to think, well, I don't think they would want to die.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you're like, you take them off life support. Well, we did that for my mom because it was literally, it just at this point keeping her body alive. Everything else is gone. You know what I'm saying? And it still was 76 hours that it took her until she passed after. Yeah, show.
Nah,
I was gonna say, am I the only selfish one? Because I've never been in that situation. But maybe I'm selfish. I would want the body. It's the only thing I got left. Keep her. Keep her there. No offense to whoever went through it.
No, I mean, I hear you,
I'm not.
but
I understand you holding on to something that's never possible. So it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah. But
selfish.
see, but then that's when you go into they told you they don't want to be a vegetable,
Yeah.
and at that point, they're pretty much a vegetable.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, all right, now I got to do this based off of this person's wishes.
Yeah. And that's
You
also
know,
it's a situation of you see that, and as much as yes, you would want to think maybe there's a slim chance, but when you're seeing it's like it, you're delaying the inevitable, you know? And it's the hardest pill because it's like, what do you do here?
yeah,
Like,
and
and it
and
as fucked up as this sounds, it's almost, I feel like at least you get to choose to say goodbye.
yeah, but
And
some,
it's fuck.
you know, so I've been in both situations where we sat there with my mom while she passed. We
Yeah.
sat there with my great aunt while she passed. We sat there with my grandmother when she passed. And then my uncle, I get a call, he's gone. And it's like, I'm not saying it wasn't hard for him to go, but it was almost still a disbelief that he was gone.
Yeah.
It's almost like he just went somewhere and never came back.
Yeah.
As opposed to I walked these people out the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's like giving them permission to go, knowing they're never gonna come back, as opposed to they left
Yeah.
while you were asleep. You know what I'm saying?
And
Sometimes it's hard to sit there and be like, I told you it's okay,
yeah.
you know, but for me, it's not like I'm not okay.
That
You
and
know, you know what I'm saying?
that is the fucked up scenario of it, that it's like no matter which way it is, it still doesn't fucking hurt less. Like we basically did that with my grandmother, and it wasn't off life support. It was, we basically were told, take her home and expected it could be in an hour, it could be in a day, it could be a week, could be a few years, but she is going to die because the cancer basically had already passed through basically her body. Like she was gone.
Yeah.
She was gone. The most fucked up scenario of it is, it was the same day that I attempted to do bariatric surgery. This is why I can remember the day exactly I fucking tried to do the surgery and these motherfuckers didn't do it. But that's a story for a different day.
Yeah.
And the only last thing she kept telling me was, did they finally do the surgery? Because that's what she wanted. She wanted me to fucking do the surgery so I could fucking be okay and all this, and so I could finally go back and look totally different and all that. And we just kept telling her no, they didn't do it, but at that point her mind was going.
Yeah.
By that night we get the call and just telling us to say our goodbyes because she's gonna go, and us having to tell her it's okay, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I thought this is kind of what you want, like almost the movies where you get to say the goodbye, that it's like, oh, this makes it easier. Not one fucking bit.
Nope. And you know, now here's the thing. This is a difficult conversation to have.
Very.
Right? But having this conversation breaks this fucking narrative that people, I'm not talking about genders, people can't talk, because there's a lot of notion like, oh, we can't tell our problems to people because they're not gonna care, or so you hold it in, or people use it against you, and all this other shit. Is like, no, when you around people that you trust and you're vulnerable, those are the people that accept the shit. It's easier to talk about it when you have people like this. When you're talking to people that don't give a shit about you, that's just a sign of you're with the wrong people.
Yep.
It should never be hard to tell someone, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm fucked up. But I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it boils down to. It's like, I'm fucked up, but I'm alright because I don't have a choice but to be anything alright, because I still gotta do what I gotta do.
Exactly.
Because now, yeah, no, because now we're getting into this world where people are dictating who you open up to, who you don't open up to, who's this, who's that. And I was remembering a friend of mine that we were kids in elementary school. He wasn't the richest person. He had dirty clothes and all that other shit. But this kid can look at a car, tell you the year, make, model, and the engine just by a glance.
Just by shit.
Yeah. And every car, we would walk home and he would say it. This is a 1995 Jeep. This is this. This is that. This is this. The engine is this. This then. And years after I stopped talking to him for whatever reason, he jumps off the roof. He kills himself.
Holy shit.
And it's like, back in the day, you try to talk to people. No one wanted to hear it. No one knew how to deal with their own problem. And the problem isn't when someone's telling you their problem, they want you to fix it. It's they're asking for someone to listen. And it's fucked up because this is more needed than gender and sex identification and all this other shit, because I don't care what you think you are.
Yep.
Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that are over the top and initially like, oh, this fucking guy, he's too much. But when you realize, no, that's who he is, you accept him for it. It doesn't matter what he's doing with his life. If you can accept someone for being who they are, then you can accept the fact that I'm fucked up, he's fucked up, we're all doing our best here, and that's all we can do. But sometimes, yo, bro, I'm fucked up. I feel you.
Yeah.
You're not crazy.
And that's, no, you just nailed it right there. Because that part is easier said than done. Just admitting that you're able to say it and for someone to fucking reassure you. You're not crazy, man.
Yeah.
Other people are going through it too. Like, other people have that. But when you're going through it, you start to feel like you're alone in this and you're a burden if you tell others. Like, you don't want to bother other people with this. You don't want to tell other people. And it becomes that situation because dealing with your shit alone at times, and you let your thoughts just consume and you go through this and you let just that become what molds your head. It's like,
and
it fucks up a lot of things, man.
Yeah, and the crazy shit, that's what I was raised. Family was supposed to be there for you.
Yep.
Because the whole thing, I don't want to be a burden. You're never supposed to be a burden on your family.
Nope.
No matter what. That your family should not see you as a burden because they have to take care of you. Those are the only people you got in this.
Yep.
Like I asked my uncle, I said, "How the hell do you live like this? Happy, genuine, everybody. You have your kids, you're working, everything is cool. You don't show a shed of thing, but you don't have grandma and grandpa here. Like, how do you?" And he dead ass looked at me. He goes, "Oh no, I suffer every day from them, but because I'm around family all the time, it makes it easier." You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why part of me was like, "All right, we got this group here." And, you know, it's like because that's what makes us all a fan. Because we all went through some trauma, and everybody's trauma is big to them. And like I tell Gigi, we're a bunch of people that don't like people that like each other. And that's why we fit in with each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you're mature enough to know I'm not the only one out here with issues. And brave enough to say, if you got a problem, you can talk to me.
Yep.
You know, before as a kid, you know, somebody say their issues like, "Oh, you're being a bitch."
And that's still the mentality for a lot of people now, though. They feel like if I say what I'm going through or what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking, someone's gonna think less of me, or they're gonna look down on me, or they're gonna look like this. And it's the situation that is still very prevalent now, and it sucks because that shouldn't be the situation, you know.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be the, oh, I can't try to cope with this because I'll get viewed like this, I'll get this, I'll get this. And it's like, it's fucked up to think that people can't try to reach out because they're fearing of being looked a certain way or being looked down on a certain way by people that are supposed to be there for them. And the fucked up situation is that there are some people that will. That is also a sad situation. That's when you start to find out who truly is there for you, who truly are
Yeah.
the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that is something, unfortunately, I learned a very hard way going through trauma and death and all that, was finding out blood does not make you family.
Yeah.
So that is the fucked up scenario of then going through that. That is a whole nother conversation we can have another day. That there's a reason I am more closer with certain people now than I am with blood, in a sense. So
Word.
that word family can be very slippery slope. So that is the situation that makes it very hard for certain people, because they'll think, oh, because they are that's supposed to be the person I can confide in, or I can do this. And sometimes those are the same people, circling back to what I said earlier, that are the first ones that kind of want to see you fail when you're going through those things. And
Yeah.
instead of trying to help and bring you back up, are the first ones that are like just compiling on the shit you're going through. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, so
No, I was gonna hold on. Turn this machine off. Sorry about my house. I was
All
gonna
good.
ask y'all. Have you ever looked at it? Because I know y'all been through lost. Have you ever looked at it from the point of view of the person that you guys lost, like your mother, your father? Because the reason I ask is, the other day I looked at my daughter and I broke down. I started crying, and I'm like, someday I'm gonna break your heart because I have to leave. Like I have to die, and I see her breaking her. I see myself breaking her heart the way that you guys, hurting. You guys got hurt during your loss, and it bothers me. It like, so I wonder if you guys ever looked at it from their point of view because I'm pretty sure they went through that as well. Like I'm gonna devastate you guys.
It's harder to look on their side.
Yeah.
And you know you're the person I love the most too. Well, you know your mother,
Yeah.
and your father. You're my most prized possession, and I'm gonna do this to you. I know exactly what I'm gonna do to you because I've seen it. I lived through it. I've had lost myself. It bothers me to this day, and my daughter's only 4.
Nah, Chungus, it's a good perspective to put it in. The problem is that this should be a very difficult uh concept, an idea of it. The problem is I had the conversation the last day he was alive. Because it's almost like he knew he was going. Because he was someone, my dad was someone that for some reason always would joke about letting us know when I do go, y'all better bury me as deep as possible. Don't think about anything else but that. Like he knew how he wanted to, it was burial, wasn't even the thought of cremation, anything like that. So he was very nonchalant about talking about death. But the last day, he tells me that morning, you're gonna have to be a man now. And it was the weirdest thing because it started because my mom needed someone to lift the couch for her to be able to clean under it. And he nonchalantly says it like that. And I'm like, okay. And I picked up the couch and I'm just like, well, why did he say it like that? And then it continued with other little just hints of this, hints of, I don't think I'm going to be here for Christmas. And not in a way of like, oh, he won't be here. Like, no, he won't be here. And it was a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like almost prepping me for what's about to come in a few hours. And even that night, he tells us, oh, let's go to bed because I'm feeling kind of tired. Almost like, again, letting us know. Because if he would have gone, we would have probably found him the next morning thinking he's just sleeping. Because he died like that. Because it was a massive heart attack that they say, oh, no, yeah, he still had a pulse when taking him out of the house. I'm like, no. He was stiff as a board the minute he went down. Because I saw it. I watched it happen. I watched him sit. I watched him tell my mom, give him a second before he could take his medication. I watched him go back. And that was it. So I saw it as just, I could see it clear as like a movie in my head. Every single frame. That I'm like, nah, there was no way. There was no life to it. There was nothing. It was like an instant just.
Man. That's gotta be difficult to see.
Bro, you know, they say, oh yeah, when you do that, the first thing you want to think is to do this. I froze. Because all I could think is, all I kept repeating was, I love you. Because I knew he's gone.
Yeah.
I knew it's like, and you start to think, you hope they hear what you're saying, that all this and that, and it's just like, I know it. I felt that he was gone. So when they call me hours later, once he's in the hospital and all that, and it's like, oh yeah, come because I think they had told me he was in a coma, and I'm like, no, he's gone. He was gone from when he left the house, like when he left the house, because the police were like, they didn't want to let us be near, and I'm like, yeah, he's gone. Because why would they keep us? Because they kept us isolated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, he's gone. And even when I got to the hospital, I see everyone tearing and all this, and I was already just numb. I cried when it happened. Watching it happen, that's when I broke. But by the time I go to it, I'd already started well, here comes everything else. And just seeing everyone, and I'm like, yep. Because once you see that, it's like, you're usually not here. You're usually not here, and this and this. And it's like, yep, I know what's coming next. Because
Mhm.
you ever feel like it's like, yep, I've seen this in like hospital shows. That's like, oh, we're in that room. I know what comes next. And pulling up the white sheet, and it's I still don't know how I could not shed a tear at all, bro. Seeing the that was the first time after
Oh.
seeing it happen.
Because it was ingrained in you from you're the man of the house now. You got to take care of your mother. You got to do this subconsciously. You're being the rock for your mom.
Yep.
You're being the rock for the family. There's always that one person that internalizes their pain, especially in groups. Like my uncle, my pops always said, we cry on the inside, or we cry when no one else is around. Because if you see us crying, then it's you're gonna cry and everything. You need that one person to let you know, yo, listen, it's still okay. This is a part of life. This is something there, and it's not like you're there and you're stone cold and you don't have emotion. People know,
Yeah.
but it's like,
Lean on me.
yeah, like this, this is the protection,
No.
because now my mom can go through this
Yeah.
and not have to see me in pain and have to worry about comforting me.
And that was the worst part, because it's like going through that, and I'm just like, I knew I felt something, and it just nothing. And I like I said, going through that, then the next morning of all that and seeing it, I'm just like trying to comfort, not knowing what to say, because it sucks, because it's like I want to be able to help, but I'm also like subconsciously thinking I probably should be like that right now. That it's like it was almost like I was puzzled by being numb to the situation, but knowing that that's what my dad would have wanted.
Yeah,
Not in being numb, but just being able to be strong like that, to be able to handle everything else.
yeah.
And it
Well,
was just a very just yeah, it's hard to explain.
you know why I understand, because I feel the same way, because it's almost like I grew up and I didn't know until after the fact, because you handled it the way your father would wanted you to as a man, but deep down inside you're still seeing yourself as the kid,
Yep.
as the kid that your father raised. So when you start doing things subconsciously because you were raised that way, but it's not natural, but it's subconscious coming out of you. It's like, why am I not handling this the way I thought I would, or the way I want to?
Yep.
I'm more controlled than I thought.
Yep.
It's because you matured in the moment, and it's hard to realize, fuck, I grew up, and then he wasn't here to see it.
Yep.
That's deep.
Because like that's what haunts me a lot. When my mom passed, I leaned on my uncle a lot, and he was one that was pushing me as much as my mom was. And then when he passed, it's like, fuck, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I'm doing this with no crutch.
Yep.
And it's like, damn, I can do this, but subconsciously, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this because I don't have them there now. It's like, am I doing? Am I right for doing this? Am I right for standing up and being the person that I'm supposed to be on my own, and they're not seeing this? Was I wrong for leaning on them before? Am I like cheating myself now for wanting them to be here? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of questions that I ask. Like,
I was gonna say,
you
yeah,
know,
it creates. That is the thing they don't tell you about all this, is that there's gonna be a lot of questions that come from questions.
yeah,
That's what it is. A lot of it just comes. Your subconscious brings up a lot. That's just like, it starts to create this or the what ifs or this or this, and it's a lot of things that you'll never know the right answer to
yeah,
because you weren't meant to. And I want to hope that it's almost like they knew, though, what the way they taught us certain things and the way they made us a certain way, in a sense, that they knew that we will be okay. And as fucked up as it sounds, it's almost like that's why they went when they did. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's almost like it's I guess it's the most peaceful way to make it sound, that it's almost
yeah.
like that's why they went when they did. That it's almost like
I hear you. Yeah.
what they were supposed to do is done.
They can't teach us no more,
Yeah.
like the song says. But also, it's like, bro, I said this shit to one of my coworkers. She's you seen her,
Yeah.
the young one.
Yeah.
I said this. I was like, yo, if I would have known that I would be the adult in the room and I would be the one giving advice, and how, I wouldn't have believed you,
Yep.
because I was never put in that situation. But now I'm in the situation. It's like I'm taking that shit to like water and shit. It's like, it's shit. I was always the fun, immature one. I was the baby,
Yep.
and now I'm the man. And where they at? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, that's and
because
that.
also I do have thoughts. Like, let's say we be successful. It's like, am I successful because they're not here? Like, if they were here, would I still be successful? Like,
I think about that. I think about
you
that
know,
I think about that a lot, because as it's a fucked up scenario, because I think about if my dad would have been around, I probably wouldn't have been in wrestling. I don't think I would have been in wrestling. I think I would have ended up continuing for my law degree. I don't think I think success would have been there in a different way. But I don't think this would have been the route, because this definitely wouldn't have been
yeah,
like, the hair wouldn't have been this way. The tattoos definitely wouldn't have been there. Or at least not till a lot later than when I got them. But stuff like that, like, I think it would have been a lot different. And I still look at it, though, as that even when we are doing what we do and we get successful and all this and that, we have to look at it as they're still seeing it, though. Because if not, we're gonna always beat ourselves over the head. Like, you're never gonna enjoy it. You know,
yeah.
you're not gonna allow yourself to enjoy the fruit of what they left for you.
And
That's how you have to look at it too. Like, they left you the blueprint. You just had to learn how to decipher it.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, subconsciously, I don't get fulfilled by a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that in the moment, it's like, yo, we did that, and it's a big deal. And then, yeah, what's next? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a big deal for me was when I got the loan for the printer, because I know that would have been the next step that my uncle wanted me to take. But then it was like I did that for him, not necessarily for me.
Yeah.
And I want to say he'd be happy. Like I know he would be, but it's like you finished the marathon with no one there. You know? And like this is just like for me at least. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I wanted and I got, and once I got it, it's like this ain't that big of a deal. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
winning,
No,
like
bro,
winning the Super Bowl with nobody watching. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what it is? Because it's, and I get it, because it's I still want them to be able to see it. I
Yeah.
still wanted to see what they would have thought. Bro, I still say that, because when I see certain people complain about them doing this or this being too this, or like, bro, like this could be a whole nother podcast, but about this
Yeah.
generation. And this is how I know I'm getting old, because I keep fucking, when I see these little kids, I'm just like, these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck this is. But it's all good. But I see them complain about shit and about this being too hard or this and that. And I always say, because I have to remind people, my dad died in the summer before I go into senior year. So everyone could complain and be like, "Oh yeah, I don't have to do this and this during school because of X, Y, and Z." I'm like, I had a choice to then just say fuck this last year after everything my parents made sure I did, to
No,
be
you
like,
didn't have
"You
a
fuck
choice.
that year."
You didn't have that
Like,
choice.
no, but that's how they sound. It's like that. I had
Yeah.
a choice.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking doing what I did and fucking making sure that I graduated, bro, because that year, every report card, I would come back with like, because we still had to the 100 instead of A, B, C, all that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like making sure every grade was over a 90 and making sure my last GPA was a 97 point something. Like, highest, I think it was me and one other girl were like the highest two. But that's why we were co-valedictorians.
Mm.
That I was like, and I did all that, going through all that. I'm having to give that speech and say, because I just had to look up, because I would have loved to see in the crowd, but I have to look up to hope that he hears what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's situations like that it's like there's those moments like you're doing stuff and it's just like I would have loved to see what he thinks or what they think, you know? Like,
Yeah.
shit, doing stuff like I'm doing tomorrow. Every time I call a match, every time I get to be a part of a show, I think, I wonder what he thinks. Even though I probably think he was gonna fucking call me crazy. Because as much as he loved wrestling, I don't know if he really wanted me to be a part of it eventually.
Yeah.
But
Shit, I remember I told my mother, I was like, yo, I want to be a wrestler. And what she said back before I could even finish my sentence was, you ain't gonna be no fucking wrestler.
yep.
Because she grew up with Andre the Giant, you know, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales.
Yeah.
They were at the bar with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they see these people snorting cocaine, getting
Yeah.
drunk,
Yeah.
fucking each other up, losing their life.
Yep.
You know, she's like, I seen this shit. You're not gonna be no fucking.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, it's like, I get it, but also knowing that if I were to do it, she would be proud of me. You know, and like the last thing I told my mom when she was still able to respond was, I'm gonna cook you some chicken cutlets and white rice. And she was in the hospital. She wasn't eating. And I said, I'm gonna cook that for you, and then I'm gonna get you a slushie, because for some reason all she wanted was ices. And then I get the call. She ain't making it. You gotta get over it.
Yeah.
You know, but it sucks, man, because it's a double-edged sword, bro.
Yeah.
You have memories that are good. You have all the confidence in the world of how they will react when you do something,
Yep.
but you have none of that
Assurance.
positive reinforcement
Yeah. You don't.
after you did it.
You feel like you know. You feel like you
Yeah.
know exactly how they would react, how they would be, but you don't know. You don't know what
Yeah.
the reaction will be.
'Cause
That's why I say I hope he's proud of what I'm doing. I hope he's seeing this and again laughing just because seeing the stupid shit I'm doing.
yeah,
And then knowing that he's probably pissed at certain decisions I've made.
yeah,
Definitely
know-
this hair. But just
you
little
know-
shit like that, you know?
yeah. You know what's crazy? My uncle never got to see me do this.
Yeah.
He saw me stream video games,
Okay.
but he never understood why people would watch people play video games.
Yeah.
But he's seen me do that, and he's like, "Yo, the setup you got is dope. Everything you got looks dope. Just don't understand why people watch somebody play video games." But hearing from everyone, like, "Yo, shit you're doing is dope. Keep that shit up." Like from my cousins, from my aunt, people are proud of me for doing this shit. It's like, imagine if they were to see this.
Yep.
You know?
And that is the thing that's always going to be with us because when we make it, and it could be thousands of people telling us how great it is and how awesome we are and this and that, we would trade all that just to hear what they think.
Yeah.
And it could be to hear that, yo, you fucking suck. Why the fuck are y'all talking about this?
Yeah.
Like, who told y'all your opinion matters? But just again, out of just to fuck around, you know? But it's just to hear that.
Yeah. And
to hear that.
And yo,
I
listen.
would trade that for the world.
Word. Seriously. Because not for nothing. The shit that we talk about, even when we're joking, the shit that we talk about is very hard to admit.
Yep.
But we speak on it with such fluidity because we know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Whether it be wrestling and our different opinions on the situations that's happening, the wrestlers and the situations they're in, how things could be better, how these, what we see, all this other shit, or movies, how they could be better. It's all coming from a place of, we want y'all motherfuckers to be good. And we're not afraid to tell you that shit. When it comes to life, everybody has this red pill, blue pill, green eggs and ham shit. And we're talking to you about, being a fucking adult. Being a kid, the ups and downs, making this a safe place that millions of people can potentially see these videos and hear what we say, and it's still a safe place for people to say it. Most people are looking for a safe place for one person to hear it. If we can make a safe place for everybody to hear it, that's an accomplishment in itself. Like Chungus goes, I don't let anybody see me cry. I don't ever admit to crying. If I cried, it would be in private and no one would know. I have an image and a family name to uphold and my son to be a role model for. I understand that. No one's ever seen me cry, but people have seen tears come down my face. Because those things you can't hold back sometimes.
Yeah. Well, y'all just all saw me tear up on this.
Yeah. But the thing is, and this is gonna sound very weird.
Yeah.
But if you show your emotion as a man and not as a child, people can't take anything away from you.
No. It's like I said earlier, trust me, I do not, at this point, I am more numb to people's opinions of me than I am of that. If I could, I would have let those tears be more than what y'all saw.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't.
No, yeah.
It doesn't come out. So it's a situation of those tears can come out. My voice will be a little raspy, But that's it. There's nothing more that comes out of that, unfortunately.
And also the fact that we're able to have a conversation and understand each other and talk makes it easier to not get to that point.
Yep. And this is why we do this. Like for y'all, this is why we say at times some of the shit we say on here, sometimes we be joking and just stupid shit. But it's always important to have conversations like this, and we need to have conversations like this just because we know a lot of other people could possibly also be going through a lot of this, because it's common. It's very common, and it's something that's sad that it's still very taboo, and it shouldn't be. It should be a conversation people can have and fucking try to vent out and try to have those moments of vulnerability just so they can feel okay for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is lethargic to do. This is something where it needs to happen. And I try to encourage that, especially to my younger cousins and stuff like that, because I know they hold a lot in. And at times it's very hard to explain when they haven't seen that side from you. And it's like, but you do this. Yeah, but I know what it gets to. And you don't want that. And I had to explain that part. Because we had a conversation like that recently, last time I was with family. And I had to explain that. And a lot of people did not know what this took me to. And it's like, yeah, this is why if I can help others not get there, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because I know what just suppressing certain thoughts and stuff, yeah, it can take you to a dark place. And it's very it's not fun. But that is a conversation definitely for another day. Because I don't know about y'all, but I definitely have to start calling this a night a little bit.
I do too. Not even on my tough guy shit, but like I cried around folks at parties, drunk as hell, and folks I thought would have my back, but and boost my spirits, but only took me at my weakest and clown me. Well, one, those aren't your friends, and two, that's not the place when you're drunk to start messing to people, because they're not gonna take you serious. They're not gonna see that cry out for help that you just did.
Yep.
No, bro. Whether you deserve it or not, I'm just saying, like, in a situation like that, people are only gonna think you're doing it for show, you know, and that's why people start clowning you and all this other shit. They don't see that cry out for help.
But also, like we said earlier, sometimes you got to find the right people to, even in situations like that, that will know and understand. Because even in situations like that, it's still not cool. But that also could be you probably vented to the wrong people, man.
Yeah.
As fucked up as it sounds. Because the people that you think, oh yeah, these are, sometimes you can't vent to everyone, man. Even people you think that, oh, this makes sense. Nope. Like I said, blood doesn't make everything, man. But again, thank you everyone that did tune in. We love y'all again. This is why we have these conversations. We definitely will have more like these on here. Hopefully next time we can get Gigi on here too to see, because I definitely could imagine she has some opinions on these topics as well.
Yep.
Well, she's gone through and all that, but we definitely would do this again. But guys, we'll be back on Monday with the Raw Watch Along, Tuesday with comics, Wednesday with sports, Thursday with wrestling with Knuckleheads, and then more than likely we'll see what happens with the Telling the Show with Ray and Gigi, because yeah, next week's gonna be busy, so I might be a day I won't be on, if anything.
Man, it's all good though.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Chungus, and everybody else came on. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood Knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
No.